Trying to get him to sharpen my lawnmower
Hey,
blades.
back at it again, sharpen lawnmower blades. Back at it again with the D&D. What's going on, everybody? Which is us. We're here again. We're playing D&D again. I didn't do like an intro or anything last time. I don't think I'm really gonna do it now. But if you want to watch last week's episode, it's probably still on the channel, but it's also on our website, heraldsofhomebrew.com, or on YouTube, Heralds of Homebrew. All that stuff is also linked somewhere in my channel here too. So if you want to watch last week's episode, feel free. It'd be awesome. It'll catch you up. But I will do a little recap so we can get into tonight's episode. Right. Our adventurers here were requested. Their presence was requested in helping out Tolvis, Fawn Dancer, and his partner, Buddy Willow, in recovering an ancient artifact in a long overtaken by creatures, monsters, stronghold. They met up with their benefactor, and in Tolvis, they met up with him, and he got more information, and he sent them on their way. In the process of that, we had some crazy magical things happen with a tent coming alive, meeting up with new friends, old friends, acquaintances that we have met before, and then we've moved along to the front gate of the stronghold, where there were a few creatures that were kind of keeping their home there. They were just living there, or just there existing, guarding the front gate. You quickly dispatched them, all but one, who seemed to crawl away with very, very little help, and dug his way away. We're going to start back off here right at the wall. Right before we signed off last time, we noticed that Bromwood had casted some sort of spell, and in that, some sort of magical creatures had appeared all around him. There were 4 flumps that had summoned around him, and that's where we are.
Is it hot in here? I'm warm. I'm warm right now.
Cool. Jackson's gonna re-apologize, or Brom's gonna re. He's like, I'm so sorry. I don't know what these things are. I didn't ask them to come here. If anyone can identify these, it's probably not gonna be me, but they seem friendly enough.
And you see them, they're kind of like hovering around, but they clock you and they turn the opposite direction. They are definitely running away from you.
Can I do some sort of like investigation perception check on those?
Sure. Yeah.
What they are.
If you want to do actually a history check to see if you remember or have had any knowledge of that, that'd be great.
I'm real good at history checks. So
there we go. We got the history buff here.
21.
21.
Okay.
Nice. Nice. I'll pull up some information I can.
Right there. I'm just.
There you go. Flump.
Wikipedia.
So you definitely know
looking at them first in the book.
Yeah, yep, there you go. You're like flipping through your pages and you're like, oh, here they are. You know these as flumps. They are, it's F-L-U-M-P-H. That's why I hate the word, because it's hard to say, flump. You know them as like, they're like smaller aberration creatures. They fly for the most part. They're like a jellyfish looking thing with like snail eye stalks and a bunch of like little tentacles coming down. They're kind of magical. They like, looking at them right now, you know that they like seem just kind of scared and confused as to where they are. Generally, they're not normally known as like hostile, enemy, evil creatures. They're more on like the good side of the spectrum. But yeah, that's the information about the flumps. You know to stay away from their stench spray. They can stench spray you. So they're kind of like jellyfish skunks almost.
And they appeared right when the battle ended?
Yeah, so the battle was like wrapping up, and then like they just kind of appeared all around Bromwood, 4 of them, and then they just kind of parted their ways and left and went elsewhere.
Yeah, so Josh is just going to turn to Bromwood and be like, hey, got any insight into what these are?
I couldn't tell you. One of the things I like doing least is giving sentience to random beings that don't belong here and kind of destabilizing the local ecosystem. But I hope they'll go away in like a day or so. I don't know if they will.
So this ain't your first time with this happening?
This I've never seen these things in my life. Like frogs and bats and toads on occasion, but not these little guys. Maybe they'll follow us. I don't know. They speak common, and Jackson or Brom's gonna call out to him, and be like, excuse me, you guys see us down here?"
You addressing them kind of scares them even more, and they start to try to speed up and like flying away.
I tend to have that effect on people, I fear. I say if they're gonna let us be, we let them be, and I don't know. Maybe they'll take over guarding this wall after we just killed a bunch of people who were living here.
You see for about a minute they're just kind of floating in different directions away from you, and then after about a minute they disappear.
Brom looks back at Dross and it's just like, well, sometimes these things resolve themselves, and I think that's great. I hope they weren't aware their sentience and their impending doom. I hope it all just happened. They didn't think about it, and then they left, and they didn't think about that either.
I love that.
Anyways, back to business, huh? And I think Brom's still at the top of the wall, and he's gonna kind of clamber down over the other side. The one that like dug away. You said Jackson was like looking at the pit. Like he found the pit.
Yeah. Jackson just kind of like peered in and looked, and there's just like a hole there that it looks like he burrowed away.
Did we open the gate? I feel like we didn't.
Not yet. No, the gate's still closed. Which I moved. I moved the gate over there. It's like not on the table anymore. But I was excited. I can grab it and show you guys how the gate opens up too. When you figured it out, so I'll grab it out.
So I'm assuming we should open the gate. I think I'm still up there. Bromwood, you're not. Did you jump down, or are you still up there?
Yeah, I climbed on the front. Okay. You're the only one up and over.
Can Dross just kind of look around and see if he can find a way to open up the gate?
Yeah, definitely. So it's not too hard because I think even Bromwood looked last time. On the inner side, there's just two giant wheels. On the inner side, also there's like a gate that's down, and then there's two doors that are facing the front, and then a gate behind them. And it looks like there were at one point maybe chains or ropes or something that pulled these over. There's not now, but there's still the two giant like wheel mechanisms there. So it looks like one might work for the gate raising and one might work for like the doors opening. So, but they're on either side of the back of the bridge there.
Dross is gonna jump on down there and do one of the wheels to see if he can get that gate to move.
Love it. Give me a strength check.
Oh,
so strong.
Big guns. Where's strength? Is it? It's up somewhere. Yeah, there.
Top left, underneath your icon.
I'm assuming this isn't a save. I think this is right. Oh,
right. Strength check.
That's not what you want. A nat 1.
Oh no. Oh no. So yeah, Dross, you get down and you're like trying to crank this wheel, and it's just like it seems like it's stuck for some reason. It's just not. It is not twisting for you. But you do seem to have grabbed onto the one that's like lifting up the gate.
Yeah. All right. Well, as predicted by my friend, Dross is going to yell help. Just as Torsten thought he was going to.
That's funny.
Because he needs a strong character to help.
What?
What do you mean what?
Did you say Torsten?
I yelled help because I couldn't open the gate.
Sorry.
And you said that you predicted that Dross would be yelling for help at some point.
I mean,
and this is the moment because I can't open the gate.
Is this where I get to bring my ramrod and try to force?
If you want to,
I do. I really do.
My. All right.
I mean, I bought it. It's in the wagon.
Yeah.
I bought it.
Real quick, Zach on Titan, you had a new sub.
Oh, right on.
From Jerry.
Oh, thank you, Jerry. Thank you for the sub. He's trying to get rid of their ads hitting him.
Does it actually get rid of
it? Actually, it does. It does. Yeah, if you're subscribed, you don't get ads.
That for me.
I didn't even know.
I didn't even know. That's awesome. Thank you, Jerry. Yeah, no, I didn't. I can't see it for some reason. I don't know what's going on with the stream.
You want me roll for strength and see if I could just barrel my way through that gate?
I mean, yeah. If you want to go ahead and try, give me that strength roll and see
Yes,
see
sir.
what happens. Johnny Bruns busts out his
Jeez.
No.
This is gonna be so humbling.
Wow.
It's gonna be so humbling.
We're so tired after the fight.
Oh
you know?
man. All right. So you see Torsten. He gets
so tired.
excited. He hears Dross yell out, and he's like, yes, I literally predicted that this was gonna happen. Like Dross was gonna call for me. And then he grabs his like battering ram thing out. It's like a little I talked to him about it before. It's kind of like one of those things you see like the SWAT team bust in they have that little handheld like ram thing, and it's like that, and he's got it and he's ready to go, and he goes running full speed at this like door and hits it, and it's just like you feel it like ring through your arms a little bit, and you're like, ooh, that didn't feel good at all. And you're just standing there. You're standing there like stretching, looking like, yeah. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. But that hurt. That hurt. That definitely did not feel good. It was like hitting the wrong spot on a door.
Yeah, around the funny bone. Yeah.
Yep.
Dross, I feel like I let you down. I really do.
Josh just says, "What's going on over there?"
I thought you were opening the door. You need a hand, or
we just fought for hours. Obviously, I need to catch my breath.
What if we all roll ones and we can never get through this game?
Good campaign, everyone.
It's over.
Please no.
Simply no way forward.
All right, someone else try to open up this gate. Need help.
Do I have
Caspian, can you blow it up? Get out of here.
Oh no.
I am going to is there anything I can do from my place on the ground floor that would look like I could help get like some leverage? Like, do I see with my elf eyes?
If you're
a special doorknob I could have just opened.
If you want to roll like an investigation or perception check, feel free to.
I would like to perceive because it's the highest.
Missed.
My passive perception is a 17. Does that count for anything? Do I just walk and notice?
Yeah. I mean, let me see what
I rolled an 18.
You rolled.
So
you rolled great. Yeah. No, you're good. You see, like on the front of the gate, there are these like big handles, but they're like, they're not meant to be pulled really, unless like you were like, I don't know, if you had like a horse or something pull it open, because it's not the mechanism's on the other side to kind of open it from the inside. But you think with enough strength, enough power, maybe enough leverage, you could probably get these doors open. But there is a gate on the other side too.
Well, I have fire, so I'm not worried about the gate.
There you go. I'll grab the thing. I'll just bring it over here.
Love it.
The door. I'm gonna go over to Tungsten. What's your name?
Torsten.
I was close.
Tungsten Threshold.
I'm gonna go over to Tootsie Roll.
So here's your gate.
Uh-huh.
You got these little like there's like handles here. I don't know if you can really see, but there's like definitely handles here.
Gotcha.
And then the backside, the gate. Okay. And then here's your mechanism wheels that I was talking about. There's one on either side.
Gotcha.
I've also got rope, so if you want to come on up the wall, you can.
So I mean, yeah. Do we just
drop it?
Yeah, do we just
because
climb
there's
over?
a wheel. If you just don't roll a 1, I'm assuming you'll be able to just use the lever.
I was gonna say. I mean, I feel. I mean, if we have to pull the sucker open, we've got the carriage nearby. And I think someone amongst us has the ability to make another steed of sorts appear. But we could also just scale the wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back up to the top. I'm gonna throw my rope down the side, brace myself. I'm gonna try and get Caspian up the wall.
Oh, cool. Yeah, for sure. I mean,
I don't know.
Flubs, if you would. Well, I mean, I guess since it's assisted, Flubs, if you want to roll, or if you both want to roll, just like an athletics check there, or one of you can roll with advantage. Oh, you're gonna tie it off.
One
okay.
of the stone pillars up there, so I'm out.
There you go.
You're like, not me.
Cool. Then Flubs, if you just want to roll like an athletics or acrobatics check to get up the rope.
Yeah, fine. Let's do acrobatics because I don't have a -2 to that.
There you go. There you go. Love it.
Yeah, we're gonna see if I can run up the wall.
Perfect.
That's a 3.
Oh, okay.
God.
This is great.
We are not
it's a
doing so bad.
That's a
mind you-
3 on the roll.
5 total. Yeah,
It's a 5.
you're good. So
Yeah.
I mean, you'll make it up the rope, but it's like you're. It takes a little bit. This rope, maybe you weren't like ready for his rope. You're used to different ropes or something. I'm not sure there. But it takes you a little bit of time getting up this wall. And luckily, everyone else is reading a pamphlet, so no one sees you struggle your way up the rope.
Actually, Brom whispers to Jackson and be like, well, you hear like the skittering of his feet, like
Oh no.
like sliding through the wall. He says, Jackson, you think for how pretty he is, he'd be a little more nimble going up that wall, but I guess not. Looks like everyone's having a struggle today. He says, he like pulls Jackson's slimy body out of the hole. He was trying to like
There you go.
follow the guy back down in there.
He's just eating like the rocks on the outside of it.
Yeah. Jackson, stop it.
Right on. Okay, so yeah, you do make it up the wall. It just takes a little bit longer. But yeah, you're up top of and there's staircases that lead down on the backside, so you don't have to like climb down the other side. There's staircases. But yeah, you get yourselves over to there's the wheels there. The only you could just all move on if you wanted to without the rope, but the carriage has to kind of get through the main gate. So what do you guys want to
Jackson
do?
shouts over, you guys opening that door or what? I brought the carriage around.
Yeah, Dross is gonna bring on Caspian and show him where the lever is, Kronk. So
Got it. Right on.
Yeah.
It is a strength check to try to get the.
Come on,
Just a raw strength check.
Raw strength check. Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to work together, I could give advantage. If you guys want to work together on it, then we can give.
Let's
it.
do it together.
Can I assist?
Delightful.
Can I assist?
Okay.
Dross.
Yeah, there you go. So then.
Also, Dross, I'm just gonna say, beefy, and I'm just gonna slap you on the shoulder, give you some guidance on top of that.
Nice.
So-
There it is. Okay, Dross, you can roll with advantage, and you get a plus a d4. So take the higher number out of the 2.
All right, got a 10. Oh, there's a nat.
There you
20.
go.
There
Nat
we
20.
go.
All
I'm gonna
right.
break this lever.
Does the gate explode?
Out of here.
Yeah. So you see this. You guys are working together, and you kind of give him that pat on the back, and the guidance fills him up, and he's like now he's got like camaraderie there, and he's like, whoa, okay, and then whips this thing open, and that like brings the gate up. Now the doors are still closed, but the gate is now up.
Easy. All right, we've done all we needed to do. Let's just start walking.
Which I think I can do that. Hold on.
Does
So
the
there's
gate
another
work?
lever right next to us, right?
Oh, hold on, it's stuck. Oh no, come on.
Oh,
The gate.
Nat 20. That thing ain't getting stuck on a nat 20.
Oh,
There's the
wow.
gate. The gate's up. Look, it goes down better than it goes up. There it is. The gate's up. Now you got the doors.
Yeah.
Nice.
That is sweet.
Is there another mechanism for us to mess with at this point?
It's the same thing on the other side.
Hey, let's
Look at
do it
this
again,
one. This one over
Caspian.
here.
Do it again.
This
Yeah.
time, Caspian, I'm gonna assist you. So
Oh.
you go.
Uh-huh.
I'm tired.
Okay. I'm going to go. I'll give myself guidance, and
There it is. There
this
it is.
time I'll say out loud, "Holy shit!" because that's what's about to happen.
No, listen. I'm gonna
Love
hold
it,
your
love it.
mirror. I'm gonna hold your mirror that's facing you while you're doing it. But it's
Oh,
facing
okay.
You, so you can see it.
Oh, there you go.
Awesome. I need that to cast things.
Yeah.
I need that to cast things.
We're gonna do. So here's the first one. Would be a dirty 20 minus 1 is 19. And the second one. Okay, so yeah, a 19 total.
Easy enough. Yeah, definitely. So you start cranking this wheel, and you look into your mirror, and I sent you a message. But
Yeah.
you look into your mirror, and then Dross is holding it, like cheering you on, and then you crank the wheel, and the doors open wide.
Huzzah.
I
Look at
say
the
to my
doors.
mirror, "Thank you.
Was
I
it,
needed
this was
that."
the main task, right, of this session?
That's it. Yeah, we can
Yeah,
call it,
all right.
guys.
Yeah,
job,
great.
everyone.
Really
Call
fun.
it.
A lot of fun.
Way
That
to
was
hustle
great.
out there.
20 minutes to open a door. We did it.
Yeah, that's D&D, folks.
D&D,
baby.
Right on. Let me put the track over here.
Oh boy.
All right.
All right,
Made
well-
it through. Let me move this.
Oh, boy, hunched corkscrew, best viewers.
Hmm.
Can we get a spam in there?
Yeah.
My chat won't load. My chat
Re-
will not load.
Oh,
on my
don't
phone.
worry. Respan22, quick with the swift ban.
On it.
Let's go. Get him
Man,
out of here.
I'll ban
Hunch
even people that
Scarecrow or
aren't
whatever his
bots.
name
I'll
was.
ban anyone from this chat. Johnny Bruns, I'm gonna ban him.
Don't do that. Don't
I'm
do
gonna ban
that.
him. Get
We
out
need
of
that
here.
guy.
Straight
We
nat
need
20
that
on the
guy.
ban hammer.
Okay, let me just open this up the right way. Oh, I didn't even know you guys see my chat was sitting there not loading. So I was like, oh, nobody's messaged anything. There's tons of messages in here. All right, there we go. Giant wheel mechanisms. Great. Cool. You made it through the gate. The biggest enemy of this session. But no, now you're able to get the cart up over. It's still kind of like a bumpy thing. This has not been well maintained. Even the mechanisms, it made it seem harder for you guys because there's like long rusted over. There's no chains, no ropes, anything. You guys are just cranking these wheels to get it open. Torsten, your hands have kind of recovered now since you smashed in there. You step aside and let the cart through after that. But yeah, you guys are able to make it through.
Love it.
Is anyone still on top of the wall? Brom, are you still up top of the wall? Or are you down? You went and got the cart.
I was down with the cart. Yeah, I'm leading the cart in.
Gotcha. Because if somebody wants, you guys, a bunch of you have been on top of the wall already. If anyone wants to give me a perception check, I can kind of explain what you see out ahead.
Oh, I want to know what I'm gonna loot.
What I'm gonna loot? There you go. You gotta find a loot. That's it.
26 on my perception check.
Awesome.
Love that.
Awesome. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, you kind of like see out over, and I've described a little bit of this last time, but off to the west is the forested area, because this like self-sufficient city stronghold place would have their own trees and forest over there. And then off to the east, you kind of see a little bit of the lake, but you notice that the wall kind of goes out and around and to the cliffside. And then an inner wall way ahead of you, probably about, I would say it's probably about a day and a half days journey to get to the next wall. That's how large this land is. And then in between then you see just like farmlands. And we talked about that a little bit. There's you see abandoned barns, like maybe farmhouses, some like broken up, fenced up fields and such. The closest one you kind of see, so leading right away from the wall itself is like a not very well kept stone road that leads all the way up to the next wall. And up ahead of you, probably not too far off, maybe a couple hours out from now, you can see like maybe a broken down, like a farmhouse there, as well as this other kind of odd, like not so much a wall, but like makeshift circle of a wall. And you can kind of see movement throughout the farmlands of just different monsters, creatures. You're not quite sure because you're pretty far off from most of them. Even further, you can kind of see towering over the farthest wall, the main like stronghold building itself, as well as kind of like a tower that spirals out of the ground next to it. And those were kind of described a little bit by Tolvis, that there was maybe like a tower that was used by sages, mages, like wizards, something like that, as well as the main keep itself. But right now, it's getting a little bit later in the day. You think you could probably travel on a little further, maybe even there's that, like I said, that abandoned farmhouse on the road that you might be able to use for setting up camp for the evening if you'd like, or you have a very well-spoken tent that wouldn't mind putting you up for the night.
Absolutely.
How far was the farmhouse?
I'd say it's about an hour or two from where you are, and that'll put you probably right at like dusk, like nighttime, is where it's at. But it's like if you follow the road, it's like off the like right on the side of the road, and there's just like a broken down farmhouse and like some fences and stuff like that, and then fields off behind it, and then there's another on the opposite side of the road. There's like this weird like stakes and stone structure that looks like it's just kind of like almost like a circle of a wall type thing, but not as big as these giant walls that you guys have been climbing.
Do we want to push for that structure to potentially do a long rest there, or is that more risky?
Brom says he's real tired. He could use a rest after the dog fight.
Yeah.
As in like a rest right now, or like a rest in 2 hours at a nice farmhouse?
Ooh, nice farmhouse sounds pretty upper class. That sounds really, really good.
Well,
I felt like you'd seem like at home.
To be fair, it's not a nice farmhouse. I just want to remind everybody,
any farmhouse is a nice farmhouse when you don't have a farmhouse.
What I perceived was there were some trees to the side, a little bit of a lake to the right, and it was about a day's journey to the wall. There was a lot of farmlands, abandoned barns, farmhouses, fenced up fields, but the closest one that I perceived, probably not too far, it's a broken down farmhouse and an odd makeshift circle of a wall. We do see some movement out here through the farmland. It might be creatures, but we're not sure because we're so far away. But out further, I do see the main stronghold and a tower, the one that the one guy described to us with the sages and the mages. But right now it's getting late. We could probably maybe get to the farmhouse for evening.
There you go. That sounds pretty much exactly what I said. Yep.
Just wanted to check in. Just wanted to check in with everybody.
Incredibly helpful and a lot of new information. So thank you.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Farmhouse
is all for pushing towards the farmhouse.
Yeah. You said right across the road is like the structure.
Yeah. There's literally like the stone. It's kind of like a stone road. It probably was much better thousands of years ago, or hundreds of years ago. But now it's kind of like a busted down. It'll be easier for you to travel with the cart on it. And then off to the side, I guess the eastern side of the road is that weird structure. Western side of the road is the farmhouse.
Cool. Farmhouse.
Let's go on a journey.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. So you travel along. Is there anything you guys want to do on that 2 hour travel, or you want me to jump to the farmhouse itself?
I'm assuming we're all pretty tired from the fight. I feel like we walk in silence, but I don't know. I don't know if anyone else will be yappy. Dross is kind of quiet.
Jackson's pretty yappy. You hear him kind of like, oh, like he walks up to Torsten and he gives him the whole like, blah, 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 and he's making very direct eye contact with you, like he's speaking to you. And then whenever you don't say anything back, presumably he just keeps on going. So it's like 2 hours of that for you. So. And Brom's like, I'm sorry about that. He tends to be a yapper when we've got nothing else to do.
He's chatting with you. I love it.
And Brom's about an hour and a half in.
Torsten's pretty quiet. He's just, still kind of figuring out what he did wrong with that battering ram. As he's just using his fine briar pipe and that Passover tobacco, just kind of puffing along, just trying to replay in his mind, how the heck did I roll a 4 on strength when I'm a +3, and I didn't even open the door.
Didn't even open the door.
Just reverberated back in my hands, and
happens.
It's a humbling day.
Happens to the best of us.
I offered to give Torsten some lifting tips.
Oh, there you go. Cool. So you guys can work on your training with Caspian teaching you how to.
It's all about
do some
lifting teacups.
There it is. He's get his strength from his teacup. It's a weighted teacup. It's like that guy. Have you guys seen that TikTok of the guy who has like the weighted broom or the mop and he hands it?
Yep.
Yeah, this is the teacup. It's just like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys travel along. It's a pretty straight shot on this road. You start getting closer to the structure. I'm gonna pull up everyone's character sheets just to see passive perceptions. I know. Okay, so Caspian, you're gonna probably hear it first, but as you start getting closer, you do hear like some strange noises coming from that other structure. They just sound like grunts and grumbles and maybe like a knocking and like smacking of lips, large smacking of lips. So you're not sure what exactly it is, but it just sounds like some sort of creatures or something are contained within that structure. Again, it looks like there's like trees like that have been like logs that are holding it together. They're like strapped together, and then also there's some just piles of like stone and bricks that are like making this like crude wall in a like a circular across the street from the farmhouse. The farmhouse you don't really hear anything from at all.
Friends, the farmhouse seems great, but right over yonder, there's some people making love. Some nasty, just pig slop loving love. You know, the beautiful kind of. I mean, all love making. I'd like to take a moment. Is this my camera? All love making is beautiful, but this sounds heavy, thick.
You hear a lot of big lips in there? Or?
I do. Specifically, I heard from the voice of God himself.
Big lips, big smacking lips, big lip smacking,
big old lip smacking. Which,
so just to be clear, it could be nothing else. It has to be what you described.
It was very, very specifically perceived with my elf eye ears, lip smacking.
Can't wait to see. Can't wait to see it.
Can't wait to see it. A voyeur.
Now, while everything's beautiful, I will tell you, on the journey to beauty, you'll see some ugly. And it will stick with you.
Thorsten says, sounds good. Takes out his bagpipes. Maybe this will help.
Right on. You playing bagpipes on your way up?
You just pick.
Yeah. No, I don't play yet. I just have it ready just in case that helps the whole scene.
Gotcha.
Like, hey, maybe this will help. Maybe this will add to the beauty.
Not a flute, but bagpipes.
No, it's still the same day.
Let's go. Bron's keeping track of the days. There you go. There you go. He's waiting for it. He's waiting for it. Yes,
so
you guys. I mean, you guys
holding his bagpipes.
As you get closer and closer, those noises that I described, I mean, they get kind of louder just because of you're getting closer. It's not like anything else is happening. What do you guys want to do? You guys going to the farm? Going to the structure? What do you want to do?
So
we gotta
just to be
check
clear,
that out,
the noises aren't necessarily coming from the structure. They're just near it.
It sounds like they're coming from inside the structure.
Oh, inside the structure?
Yeah.
Man, that's not what you want.
Mm-mm.
So I don't know.
Cast protection.
Do we clear the farmhouse first? Make sure it's safe, and then if any of us are feeling rowdy, we can sneak over, see what's going on over there in the lovemaking set.
I have a feeling that those people are feeling like they're safe. Like, right?
Should we stay a little bit away from the farmhouse? Take a nap.
Not at all. We need to get close as possible.
Not at all.
Because we were just in a fight, you know.
I feel like there's gonna be no stealth with what we do. I look at Brownwood and I say, I don't partner, I don't want to alarm you, but
partner,
but that just seemed like your speak. There seems to be a giant cat person with a set of bagpipes. I don't know that stealth's an option.
I don't know how to play the bagpipes, but he keeps licking the reeds, and I don't think that's how you're supposed to play. He's not playing; he's just licking them. And I don't. Who am I? I don't. You know. I got my little flute that I play.
It was him the whole time.
Oh, you're so right.
Licking his bagpipes.
Crazy. Maybe it's a comfort thing. I don't know.
You guys don't lick your own bagpipes? Am I the only one?
I mean, something different where I'm from, and then Brom's like, I think we should just, maybe check out the farmhouse, make sure the people that live there are cool with us staying for a night. And then we go next door and see who lives there and see if they're cool with us hanging out,
Just to be clear, there's all just dangerous creatures in here. I don't think we should suspect some grandmother with cookies in this place. Like, I think it's.
I don't think you should be so pessimistic about the people you meet out these, the hardworking people out in these fields.
Brownwood, 100%.
I just want to give the gift of music.
So far have tried to bite us.
100%.
Of the people that
Torsten
we met
says-
since coming to the castle.
Torsten, listen.
Okay.
Let's just take a vote. Those who want to go to the farmhouse,
Sheesh.
vote for that. Those that want to go check out this sultry sound, let's go that way.
Brown keeps his hand raised for both of them.
I was on a different screen. What was the tally here? What was the tally here?
I don't know. I honestly
One and a
don't
half
know.
for one, no
Listen,
votes for another.
I think we're going.
Dross
to the farmhouse.
voted present.
I was all here for the sultry
Sultry sounds.
Yes.
sultry sounds.
So it sounds like everybody.
I'm an
So-
expert in lip smacking.
So other than Dross, reluctantly Dross will follow along in going to the structure. Then we're going to the structure.
Yes, let's get somebody killed. I mean, let's see what's happening.
All right. What are you doing with the carriage? Are you guys bringing the carriage along with you? Or are you gonna like stop and get out?
Is it hot in here? I'm warm.
How does this work?
I'm
You
just
tell
roll
me
right
how
in.
this is going.
We should
In
keep
a
close,
good
right?
way, and I like
The
yeah.
subs, alligator.
Oh.
Now I can see it. Runs flexes for subs, just so y'all know.
He sure does. And shaves his armpits for him.
He does for us.
Good man.
That's it.
For me,
It's not-
actually,
anyway.
you guys are just a tertiary benefit.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Larry? Dang.
All right, tell me how you guys approach this here structure.
Who's
I
driving
feel
the
like-
carriage?
Yeah, Dross
Just
is hanging
walking?
back because Dross is not interested.
Jackson, I thought was just driving.
Torsten's like right up front.
Right up front. Okay.
Yeah, Bromwood could be riding the horse, and then Jackson could be riding the other horse, like trying to sit up.
There's only one horse.
Oh, I thought there was
Unless- No, you were the one
In
that
that
we're gonna
case,
buy
Jackson-
31 horses.
You guys are just in the saddle facing each other.
Jackson's in front of me looking backward, and Brom's forward, and Jackson's like legs are straight out. So it's like,
Are
nice.
you
Hold on to
holding
it.
on to each other like a middle school dance?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Exactly what it is. He says, Jackson, I'm so sick of you ride horses like this. You can walk alongside. You can sit in the saddle. You can sit anywhere. You don't got to be up here. And he
That's
tries to
it.
push him off, but he like squeezes his little arms together to hold on.
Adorable.
What does he say? in
Adorable,
response?
It's like Chewbacca. Only Brahms understands.
Honestly, it's Chewbacca but like a little wetter. It's like a very wet Chewbacca.
No.
No,
I was about to make the sound, and I was like, I'm not going to do
No,
that.
don't do
yet.
that.
I should
Don't do
practice
that.
a little
We'll
bit.
save that one. Save that one
No,
for later.
That's a canceled Twitch
Uh,
channel.
In that
That's
case,
some more.
Brom's going to ride the horse right up to the front gate.
Oh, okay. Okay, so there's not
No
like a
carriage, though?
specific. Are
Oh,
you
yes, sir,
leaving the
any
carriage
sort of,
behind?
Oh, I was bringing the carriage, the whole thing.
Okay, got you.
Whole
Bringing the.
thing.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
So
let's
there's
bring
no
it over.
like specific front, but you can like ride the where like the structure like runs up against the stone road. You could ride it up to that.
Oh, awesome.
It literally looks like just like crude like logs and sticks and stuff like that, and then a bunch of stones. It does look like one part of the stones structure, like the stones put together, they're like definitely like sealed with some sort of material. And it looks like if somebody wanted to, they could probably hitch something to it and pull that whole thing open if they wanted, or something of the sort. But there are small gaps in between things, so you can kind of see through there. It is getting darker, so I'm not sure how well you can see at night.
Okay.
Do you have dark vision? I'm not sure. I
No,
don't
he's
think
a
so.
straight human. Straight up.
Gotcha.
None.
Got it. So you could peer through there and kind of
Okay.
see. There's faint light on the other side, but not much.
Yeah, what do we see? Is that perception? Or is that
Yeah, give me perception because you're just
Okay.
kind of looking in there.
Ooh, 15.
15. Okay. So
Nice.
you kind of like weren't too quiet about coming up here, but it didn't really matter too much. But you rode the carriage right up, and you're like peeking through like the little slots between, or the between the where the wood meets the rock. There's definitely a gap there. And you see a lot of just like large creatures. Like some of them are still kind of moving around. Some of them are like at this point like sleeping or laying down. You can't pinpoint too much what these creatures are, but they definitely look like there's maybe like 4 or 5 different kinds of creatures roaming around in here, and all of them like big. Like your horse is dwarfed by these creatures that are kind of roaming
Whoa.
around in here. 15. I think you do also see then. It looks like there's one very large, like bipedal creature, kind of like lumbering around and like making sure these, like kind of like herding these creatures into where they're supposed to go and getting them like to sleep.
Brom relays that to the group. Says, "There, we got some big old boys in there. Some are on 2 legs, some are not on 2 legs. They all kind of much bigger than your elk, Torsten. I think it's an elk, but I'm not sure. So
That's what I have. Yep.
if I would suggest if you want to offer perhaps your elk as a tribute, if you're trying to befriend these things,
No,
I wouldn't
it's not.
recommend it. I smell cookies wafting through the window of the farmhouse next door, so that would be my vote. But if you guys want to, yeah, we can do that.
There's no grandma here.
If I had thaumaturgy, boy oh boy, I'd be making cookie smells right now. But I just sure don't.
That's funny.
Not my thing. So what do you guys want to? What do you? Are we
I think we just go up in there, knock, and let ourselves in.
into the house or into the with these big old boys in here?
I mean, we're following the sultry sounds, right? I mean, it's
Yeah.
through that door. We
Right,
gotta
but
we gotta find out what's going in there.
On second listen, I don't know how sultry they are. It might have been like a livestock feed kind of thing. I think the
I
tales of
was
love
promised-
making a romance were greatly exaggerated.
Love making here. It was
I was
a
promised
guarantee.
sultry. All lip smacking
Oh,
is
man.
sultry.
Yeah,
Well,
Don't you body
Dorson's-
shame
yeah.
Bromwood?
The night's still young.
I don't. Dorson's believing Caspian. I mean, I'm not buying Bromwood's story, to be totally honest. I think
Well,
All right.
the only
do
way
you
to
want
know
do you want
is-
to look?
I do. I really
Go for
do.
it. Go ahead.
Perfect
Walk up
segment.
there. Take a look.
So I walk up there. What? Perception.
Perception check. Yeah, you can peek through. See what's in there.
Just take a quick peek.
13.
What'd you get?
my boy.
13.
13. Okay, yeah. Similar to what I was explaining to Bromwood, you kind of see through there. It looks like there's one very large creature. Like you are tall in stature. This is a very, very large bipedal creature, kind of herding even larger quadrupedal creatures around. And it seems like some of them are like eating, some of them are sleeping. And it looks like he's trying to get them into their areas in there.
Dorson's 50-50. We can go and knock on the door. I still have my bagpipes ready. Or we can just go try to find the smell of cookies. I'm 50-50 on this. I'm still willing to go, but my heart won't be broken if we divert the path.
All right.
Robert, you may have seen something that was.
That's what I'm
Worrisome.
saying. I know.
I mean,
Again,
I apologize.
If you're looking
I
for
apologize. I
lovemaking,
see
you
it
can
now.
go in there and do whatever you folk do.
I've
but
just been
that's
practicing a
not
song in the
me.
bagpipes, and I've been itching to find a reason to play it. So
I
Dross won't let me play it anywhere around him. So
get it. Again, those reeds are covered in spit, so really warmed up. Really preheated the oven. So
There you
if
go.
you like, we can go play in the farmhouse over here.
I will say, at this point, kind of everyone wandering up, walking around, and can I get just stealth checks on around the clock here? That'd be kind of good.
Brother.
Yeah, Dross holds his breath.
Right on. Cool.
oh, I have an
11.
8.
17.
Got it.
13.
Okay.
If I may, what's the hold breath
11.
situation? Are you invisible? Is it real
The
stealthy?
armor that I have, it has a disadvantage to stealth, but if I hold my breath, I don't have the disadvantage anymore.
Okay. You
It's
did
true.
you did that the last session. I was like, for what? And I was like,
For
he's doing-
what?
and I'm like, he's doing the check really
It's
well.
like,
I'm like,
why is
he's
that?
rolling really well.
Yeah.
It's
No, yeah, it's a
ammo
good
or something.
it's a good armor that he bought along with his axe that it allows him to hold his breath and
Great.
gets rid of the disadvantage on stealth. Okay, stealth checks were all right. You do, Torsten, as you start to like pull away from looking in there, you do see the bigger bipedal creature kind of just like looking around, like he's like herding something, and then he kind of starts to lumber in your direction. You got maybe a couple minutes before he. You got maybe a couple minutes before he. Couple minutes before he can get to the wall, but you see him farther into the structure, kind of clock y'all's noises maybe a little bit and start heading your direction.
Hey, I think our gig is up. I may or may not have made eye contact with the innkeeper, and I don't think there's any room in there. We might want to hurry up here and get out of here.
What does he look like? Is he friend shaped?
To be totally honest, the eye, I only saw the eye. The eye's as big as my biceps. Like, that was a huge eye, and I only saw one. So,
you know what they say? Big eyes, big hearts, big love, big friends.
Big eye crusties in the morning.
Yeah.
Man, the worst. Size of loaves of bread.
They're
we want to go a little faster. We might want to just get out of here. It's starting to get darker. Dross is already like moving. Brom's already with the cart. I think we can get out of here with enough under the cover of darkness. We probably should go.
I'm just saying. The great
I just start
prophet Grande Ariana once said, "If not friend, why friend shaped?"
Heard, Jeff.
Torst, you start walking. Okay. Which are you walking towards, like the farmhouse or just like down the road? Where did you want to go?
Not towards. Well, is the cart? Am I in front of the cart? Because I thought the cart. Was
yeah.
I'm just with the group. I'm just walking with the group, and just slightly past the cart in the direction of the farmhouse.
Okay. So do you guys want to start going towards the farmhouse? What's the group?
I also put my bagpipes away.
Good call.
I feel like we're in this. I think we push into the farmhouse and go for it.
Okay.
All right. If we're about to get attacked, then we could be in a farmhouse.
Yeah. There you go. So yeah, you guys head over towards the farmhouse. Is anyone like keeping an eye behind, or are you guys just focused on going forward? You're keeping an eye behind. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Back of the carriage, just staring at it, keeping an eye.
Sweet. Your passive is good enough to see. You guys are like, you start moving. You get the carriage around, like maybe around the side of the farmhouse. And like just as you guys are like getting around there, Caspian, you clock like this creature kind of like put its hands up over the wall and start like looking around a little bit and just trying to see. And it does not clock you guys. Doesn't see where you guys went, but it definitely looked up over the wall. If you want to try to like determine what it is, you can feel free to give me like a history check or something like that. See if you know what it is.
Yeah, Brom doesn't know much.
I'll roll.
Cool.
Doesn't know much.
Sweet. Right on. Cool. You get the sense that it's a giant of sorts. This one would probably fall along the sides of a hill giant.
Yeah. Friend shaped.
Oh boy. Is he within 120 feet?
Ooh, I would say yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Can I cast message to it?
Sure. Yeah.
I don't think so. The question for message is: does the thing know that it's getting the message? Like it knows it's getting the message, but it doesn't know it's not just its own thought or like just anything in the world. Like it doesn't know that I cast message.
Ooh, it won't know like that you specifically cast message, because I think message itself, you just have to know the direction of something. Like he's not gonna be like, I see you now. It's not gonna be like that.
Yeah, he can whisper something back if he wants to. But yeah, I'll message him and I'll be like, hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up? Okay. What languages do you speak?
Oh,
you spoke in Common?
Common, the Common Sign Language, Elvish, and Halfling.
All right. Gotcha. So you guys see him like peeking over, and he like kind of stops for a second, and he grumbles something that you don't really understand. And like you have no clue what he said.
Well, he does
not
seem
there
intelligible, I fear.
Sits there for a minute longer, and then kind of goes back, and you hear him just kind of like shout something, but continues back on his way.
Cool. He does not seem to speak common, so do it that way. Or maybe he would, maybe he does. I don't know. Brom says that to the party.
Right on. So you guys are here. You're at this little broken down farmhouse. Outside of it is it looks like there's like some stables to it. There's a back room on it that seems like where they probably kept like the feed and stuff. But then there's more of like a house portion that's also kind of connected behind it there. If you guys go inside, it seems like it's been long overrun I would say overgrown, but there's not a lot of things that grew in here. It's more of just dust, dirt, any furniture that is there. It's heavily either broken or flipped or splintered in some way, shape, or form. There's no real means of like a comfort, like no signs of like beds or anything like that. And what is left of beds is fairly destroyed. This seems to be like the outermost part of this structure, so that if people did get in through like maybe the main gates, they ended up in these little structures here. Hopefully, but no one's home. It doesn't seem like anyone's home. No.
Bummer. Well, Dross, looks like you were right. No cookies.
Except for the little old granny who's cooking. No.
So funny.
Dross wants to kind of just look around to see if there's any loose floorboards or any potential secret hideaways anywhere.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely. If you want to give me an investigation check, please do so.
18.
Nice. So in searching around the main house area, you don't seem to see anything like that. In the farmhouse, there, like I said, there's one area that seemed to be like the feed. It had like the food and feed and stuff like that. You do see what looks like a trap door thing there. It was kind of like heavily covered in dust and stuff. But that exists. That's like the most like loose floorboard style thing. There's like a door that opens up down below that. For sure. Let me know if you want to take a look in there, investigate in there.
You find the cookie hatch, Dross? I know these old farmhouses have them.
This is where it's wafting from.
I know it. I know. I knew I smelled something.
Yeah. Should we all take a long rest here and investigate in the morning, or do we want to look in this hole? You know.
I do love looking at holes. There's a movie that just came out where you rent an Airbnb, and in the basement door that you don't open, there's like a serial killer kind of thing.
Oh, nice.
Maybe this is one of those situations.
So you think we should get ahead of this and just take a peek?
I will say, unfortunately, this time I have run a game before where I did this, but I didn't put this in this game. I had run the actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf as a monster at one point in time.
Incredible.
And that was phenomenal. But I didn't put him in the basement here. Sorry.
Bummer.
Right.
Spoiler.
All right, Dross is gonna walk on over to the trapdoor and give it a lift so he can open it up.
Cool.
And
cool.
Right as Dross is like creeping over to right before he opens it, I use my thaumaturgy to make a window fly open and then slam shut, just to mess with him.
Nice. There you go.
Nope.
Dross, how do you react to a random window opening and closing right next to you?
He lets go of the door and puts his hand on his axe, like looks at the window and then realizes
on his what?
Happened. His axe.
Puts his hand up? Oh, I'm sorry.
Axe.
I thought you said you put your hand on my hand. I was like, on Zach's hand? What?
Hello.
What are you doing? I'm over here, fourth wall. This is Deadpool out of
My
here.
hand on my ass. That's how you did it, and it was like so.
That was good.
So put your hand on your
Axe.
weapon. So I thought that just by context that would make sense. But you know what? Listen,
Nailed
I'm gonna spot out. Put my hand on my weapon.
Nailed it.
Axe. Realized what was happening and just looks at Taurus and shakes his head, and then continues to try and open up this hatch.
I kind of nudge Bromwood, like,
You got him. Good job.
got him.
Got him. Yeah, I won't even make you like roll. It's not a very hard thing to do. It's not like a locked or anything. It was just hard to find because it seemed like it had been long, like stepped on, dusted over. But you open it up and immediately like you're hit with this like waft of like terrible smells. It smells horrific down there. But yeah, that's it. Just smells like, I mean, there's a feeling of like maybe like a damp wetness down there, but also like the smell of just maybe like rotted foods of sort. But yeah.
If I walk up to it and look down, I have dark vision, so I can see up to 60 feet. With that,
Cool.
give us any more insight into maybe what's down there?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to roll like a perception check to see down in there, you can definitely take a look around, peer through. You're gonna have to fight the smell though; it's kind of rough.
9.
9. All right.
9.
You don't see too much from up here. It looks like there's some shelving in there. Some like very long like rotted over mushrooms growing out of like hay bales and straw and stuff. It looks like that's probably where they kept like feed for whatever livestock they had down in there. There are a couple of barrels that are still down in there. But
Check
from
those out.
up here, that's all you can really see.
Okay. And am I able to do one more thing or no?
Sure. I mean, you guys are
I have a-
you guys just whatever you guys want to
Okay.
do.
I also have divine sense, so I can at least detect if there's at least good or evil up to 60 feet, just to see if,
Okay.
kind of what the vibe is, as Brahm
Okay.
likes to say.
I would say
Yeah,
cookies
yeah.
are good objectively, so maybe it'll pick those up.
Yeah, true. So you can sense good and evil within 60 feet, you said?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
That is not behind total cover.
Got it. He's hiding completely in that barrel, so you can't. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
No, you don't get a sense of any dangers of any sort.
Hey guys,
You
we're
definitely
good.
don't. Or anything good.
We're good.
You don't get anything
Just
really.
it's benign.
Benign. There it is.
Is there any like loose objects, like pieces of wood or anything in the room that we're in right now?
Definitely.
Loose
You can
objects?
easily find some loose wood or
Okay.
anything like that. Yeah, for sure.
So I'm gonna grab something that's like relatively like torch-like, like just
Okay.
like a longer piece of wood that's skinny, and then I'm gonna use my light cantrip and just touch it so that it kind of
Cool.
lights up.
Yeah.
And then Dross is gonna jump on down there.
Perfect.
When you
Cool. So
jump,
yeah.
I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy to make it sound like you fart.
Nice.
When I land or when I like go to jump?
Oh, when you launch, baby, like to give you that extra
Nice.
propulsion.
Cool, thank you.
Nice. So you see Dross lights up the board and he goes and like jumps down in there.
Poor Dross.
and-
Poor Dross is just
Poor Dross.
I
But
look
Dross,
at
when you
Jackson and I go right, like right, that was good.
Jackson goes, "Blah, blah," and then Jackson's gonna scramble into the hole. He's gonna like feet on wet tile kind of thing, and he's gonna slam against the door and then fall into the hole as well.
Nice.
You'll have Jackson with you.
Nice.
Dross.
So Dross, you light up your like the piece of wood. You jump down in there, and you immediately like there's like it's like a squish of like a mud almost. Not like a thick like slippery slidey mud, but like a softer, squishier mud. And you land down in there, and then immediately it's like this loud noise of whack, boom, and like Jackson like smacks into the door and comes right down behind you. But yeah, like I was describing before, it looks like there's some shelves in here with like old like now that you're down here, you can see it looks like there's different like containers of sorts on them. Most of which seem empty from the general vision of right now. They're glass, so you can see kind of in most of them. And then some rotted hay bales that literally have like mushrooms that have grown out of those hay bales. Definitely more mushrooms down here than anything because it seems like this is the perfect environment for that. So they're kind of growing throughout here. You do see a couple of barrels, and then I mean, if you want to investigate through here, feel free to give me an investigation check, and we can
we
can go through that.
Investigate.
Perfect.
8.
Okay. So it's kind of hard to get around in here. It's a fairly small room for that much. I would say it's probably I don't know. It's just it's like almost like a walk-in closet. It's a little bit bigger than that. So it's fairly small, and there's like shelves and stuff and barrels. You can kind of like peer into the one barrel that's like open nearby, and it looks like it's about half full with like a grain. So maybe it was like something that was fed to like a horse or another piece of some sort of livestock. You get a little further in there, and you do find like I said, the hay, but there is maybe like there's like a bag that's like kind of wedged in behind underneath or next to one of the barrels. And then the other barrel, one of the barrels smells horrid. Like you clock which one is the bad one pretty quickly walking close to them, though. If you want to look into that one, feel free. But that one, there's one in the corner that smells horrific.
Yeah. Dross is interested in that bag that's kind of stuffed between the
Yeah.
barrels.
Yeah, definitely.
Go ahead and
feel
grab
free.
that.
Cool, definitely. So you grabbed the bag.
Dross, I'm immune to disease. Do you want me to take a look at the awful smelling, wafting?
Hey, Torsten, I would love your assistance here. That would be
Yes, sir.
great. I'm gonna look in this bag while you look in the barrel. How about we do that together?
I ain't gonna get sick from this. Whatever's in there.
There you go.
Dross is gonna open up the bag if it's openable.
Cool.
If that's
and
he's gonna
definitely
take a look, see what's in there.
Perfect.
He's gonna use his little torch thing and kind of pull open the bag a little bit and take a peek.
Nice. If you want to give me one more investigation check, just looking through the bag, that'd be great.
Oh man, 7. Getting worse.
Okay. You're rifling through this bag. You're using like a little torch. It's kind of helpful for seeing in there. You see at the bottom of the bag what looks like maybe some like glasses, like somebody's glasses are in there. They look like they're fairly preserved. They must have just been in this bag. They don't look destroyed or anything like that. And then just rifling through there, you find like a handful of like the ore that I talked about before. That's kind of like your currency in this world. A handful of that, maybe like 10 coins are worth of that in there. But there's not much else in that bag.
Are these magical glasses?
You can, if you want to give me an Arcana check, you can.
Right. I'm afraid it's just, man, someone else needs to
Yeah.
come down in this basement.
If Torsten walks up, because I have a +4 in Arcana, can I grab him out of his hands and be like, "You want me to check these out for you?"
Yeah.
Am I able to do that?
You can ask nicely if you want.
Torsten,
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
What do you think about these glasses? I'm afraid just to put them on because it might burn my eyes
There you
out,
go.
so-
There you
I
go.
will be happy to check him out. Here.
Give me an
Hand over.
Arcana
Let's
check,
take it.
Torsten.
Friend.
Oh, there you go. That's a
Oh.
good roll.
Great.
That's a good roll. You get the very, very faint sense that there's might be something magical to them. But other than that, they seem like normal old glasses.
Torsten goes to Dross, turns to Dross and goes, "Oh, these are dime shelf store goods. These mean absolute." No, I'm just kidding. Okay, there's some magic to these. You might want to hold on to these. In fact, I have a chest under lock and key. You want me to safeguard them for you? I'm happy to.
I would like you to put them on.
Absolutely. Put the glasses on. Does anything
Cool.
happen?
You hear Jackson whistle.
Explode?
His tail catches fire. No, I'm just kidding. No, you put the glasses on, and it like your vision's normally fairly good. Like you're good.
I can see in the dark. I mean,
yeah, you can see in the
Armor can
dark.
do that.
This doesn't seem to affect your seeing in the dark when it comes to like at a distance, but like you kind of like look at your hands and you see the detail in your hands like infinitely better. Like you see each little piece of fur on your hand. You're like, wow. Like it seems that they just kind of enhance your your nearsightedness. Like enhance your nearsightedness.
Nice. Yeah, Dross, if you want to, read some very fine print, these are great magnifying glasses.
Why don't you hold on to those? You can put them in your
All right.
chest.
I turn towards Caspian and I go,
You see before you put it in the chest, you see Jackson like kind of like stomp on your foot, and like you can tell he's like eyeing the glasses. And
Oh,
he's like,
do you want? Does he want to put him on?
Brom goes, yeah, you can put him on him if you wanna.
Here you go, buddy.
Hell yeah. He stomps his feet and starts like looking real close and stuff, and then kind of slithers up next to that barrel you were gonna look at, and kind of like stares down at it, and like looks back at you, and then looks back at the barrel.
And then he asked me if I can save 15% on car insurance.
Brom's like, he looks real good with those on. I don't know what he's gonna see, but he looks like a fine gentleman.
I love it. You got this cute little like axolotl looking creature. He's got the spectacles on now, and he's just kind of like, and he can see pretty darn well when he's up close, kind of just like looking at things. Just looking at the barrel itself, he like sees like each like grain of wood, and it's like he can see the cracks in it, and he can smell. I'm not sure about him, but I think he probably would like absolutely love the smell of this horrific smell that's in here. But
you see like a little like
I don't want to speak for him.
Like come down his gills are holding onto the glasses. So
there you go. There you go.
So I take him back, and I put him under lock and key, and like, hey, I got you. If you ever need him, just let me know.
There you go.
Am I able to go up to that barrel, see what's in it?
Sure, go for it.
I take out of my backpack a crowbar, and I look at it and go, "This one's not alive." Chuckle to myself.
Reminiscing of John the crowbar.
Yes, John the crowbar. And I go up and open up. Do I need to roll like initiative or I'm sorry, investigation?
No, not for this one. If you want to, if you want to give me just a general strength check to open the barrel, that's fine. It's not a difficult one here. But if you roll a 1, I'm just saying.
Oh my god!
No, you're great. You're great.
One-handed, I just pop it open.
Yeah, you pop this open, and the smell just wafts over you, and it's rough. It's very fishy. It's very gross. It's like this is probably a barrel. You even see it one like blubbing around in there. There's like a skull of a fish. Like this was a barrel fish probably, or some sort of fish related. If you just looking at it, you can't really tell like what kind of fish from here, but if you wanted to investigate that, you definitely can.
Sure.
At this point, your backpack starts just coughing, and and Java is just why is it what's the smell is horrible, and like
I got
your
19
backpack's
investigation.
Like, oh, cool. You would
the
know.
tongue just rolls back in.
This was probably an imported, and you even see now, you can kind of see like an engraving off to the side, and it says on the barrel, it says Skern. This was an imported barrel of Skern, the Skern fish from Skern.
Is it
and they smell horrific.
I'm warm right now.
Knight, thank you so much for that Prime sub. Thank you.
Oh, Jackson starts lapping them up. He dips
Dross,
into the barrel.
we got nothing for you, Dross. Sorry, it's just fish. And I put the lid back on.
There you go. With Jackson's tongue in it.
He was probably grappled with the fish skull. He was like trying to get it going down. He's trying to grab it.
He's trying to grab it. He can take this fish skull if he wants.
Oh, cool.
And for AI,
gets excited about the fish.
There you go. Yeah, Rat can also enjoy some of it if he'd like. So you fed Jackson and Rat for the evening.
Yeah, that's all. That's all I care about. Team player.
There it is. All right,
boys. Do we take a sleep?
We should take a sleep.
Yeah.
All right.
A long rest, as they say.
Long rest. Cool. All right. Is anyone staying up, or are you all just locking doors, hunkering down? What's the plan?
I can stay up for a bit because as an elf, I only need half as much time.
That's right. Oh, elves get the half rests. That's kind of nice.
Yeah. So
cool.
I can at least stay up for half the rest time.
Cool. Sounds good. So then if you want to
most of the darkness,
probably, yeah. So yeah, Flubs, if you want to give me a I don't know, just perception, if you're going to be staying up, just kind of keeping an eye out on things, that's cool. And just let me know.
As soon as everyone settles in, I do want to make sure I go back over to that latch, make sure that the basement of smells is as sealed up as possible, and like just squirt some of my perfumes on it.
Ooh, there you go. There you go. Good call. Keep that sealed off there.
Yeah, that's a fucking no-go.
Brom's gonna walk up to Caspian. He's like, you're staying watch tonight?
Yeah, I figured I don't need as much sleep as the rest of you.
Well, that's great. Me and Jackson gonna hit the hay. Have a good night, and he's gonna tap you on the back. And when he does, he's gonna cast spider climb on you. So there's like spider legs like stick on your back. Now you hold on to those. They'll go away when I go to bed. But for now, if you gotta climb anywhere, you want to sit on the roof, you want to sit upside down on the ceiling. Sometimes I let Jackson do that before when he gets so sleepy. Anyways, you have a good night. He's gonna and then Brom's gonna go to bed.
There's no consent there. No consent.
Yeah.
You can't just go around putting spider legs.
I
on.
will
spider
say,
legs
I
right
would
onto it.
assume spider climb is a willing creature.
Oh, it is one willing creature. I thought it was a mandatory thing.
So Caspian, you can choose whether or not to grow
I thought it
spider
just
legs
happens to
there real
people.
quick.
I
No,
feel like
consent
this
is key here.
I feel like this first time,
so
like
funny.
Caspian leads with assumed consent with all of his party mates.
Got it.
I feel like future attempts at this
might
probably
be
not gonna
resistant.
Be so yeah, might be resistant. But like at
Got
first,
it.
I don't know that he's casting spider climb. I'm like, ooh, maybe he's gonna guidance me, and then spider legs grow out
Spider
of me, and
legs
I go,
sprout out of you.
"Aye, noted for next time."
Noted for that.
They're like white and gold spider legs. Like there's like filigree going down the side. It looks really, really nice.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
So they look pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty legs.
Yeah,
As everyone's kind of going to sleep, it's probably been like an hour or two, and Torsten rolls over, sees our dedicated Caspian keeping watch, and trying to have a little fun. I use my thaumaturgy again, and have the cry of a raven come from the right outside the front door, accompanied with ominous whispers, and then I roll back over to sleep.
Oh my god! Ominous Whispers is a good band name.
Since he
There you go,
rolls back
ominous
over to sleep, he doesn't see that I take out my mirror, thinking that that's what I'm hearing.
Oh yeah. And you stare into your mirror, and there's nothing really going on there. It sounded like maybe that was something that came from just like right outside the door, though.
If it's dangerous, it'll come inside. Then it's my problem.
There you go.
I got a 15 to perceive.
Cool. So you perceive at first just kind of that, like a crow noise outside and like some ominous whispers. Maybe you get a little on edge, maybe not, about something might be out there, but like you said, Caspian's not worried unless it came inside. But just kind of like keeping an eye on the windows and stuff like that. You see a little movement around the structure outside if you peek out that way. But nothing seems to come inside. Nothing seems to bother you guys while you're inside.
Good deal. I assume like windows to the outside and stuff, there were ways that we could like cover it and what have you. So like things can't just come in and peer inside on us, right?
Definitely. Yeah, there's plenty of things just kind of like left aside. Again, all the furniture that was here is very broken. But like what you might see some tattered cloths or some things. You can definitely find things that could cover that up.
Yeah. With seeing any movement out there, that would just kind of dawn on me to be like, you know what? We need to probably make sure nothing can just. I don't want to be perceiving and then see something perceiving me, because that'll make me poop myself. So yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm just typing one more thing here real quick. But yeah, for the most part, so then you get through your watch and nothing really happens. You again, you saw the movement outside a little bit. You heard the things that Torsten sent, but you didn't know it was him. But nothing happens inside the house. Everything seems fine. And you're able to get your rest as well. And you guys make it through the evening with a long rest.
Ew. Juice me back up. Thank you. Juice. Reset this, get this. Who's the first one up? Who's the earliest to rise among us?
I mean, I technically don't sleep at all. So
Ross is yawning right now, so I'm figuring he's still sleeping.
That's a sad life. That's a sad life to not sleep. Sleeping is
I
delicious.
can't.
I'll
I
be the-
can. I just don't
Oh, okay.
need to.
Okay, well then that's cool.
Yeah, I
I'll be the
finish a
first
long
one up,
rest in
or
4
after Caspi.
hours if I spend them in a trance-like meditation, but I can retain consciousness that entire time.
Cool.
There you go. There you
Does
go.
Torsten purr at night when he's sleeping?
I mean, I've been told I do, but it's also kind of like snoring. Like I don't hear it, so I don't think it's real.
I don't hear it, so I don't think it's real. That's phenomenal. There you go.
Like
There
a
you go.
dainty little kitten purr.
I mean, we all have a sensitive side.
I think it just
That's
helps
Even
fall
the
asleep
big,
at night
strong guy.
whenever Torsten's around. He gets to hear the rhythmic purr of
That's the
Torsten.
motto. Perfect.
Brom wakes up
Perfect.
and like rubs his eyes walking into like the kitchen. And he says, "Mom, is dinner or breakfast ready?" And he looks around. And he's like, "Oh, right." And he's like, "Does anyone know the name Alabaster here by chance? Does that ring any bells to anybody?" It kind of seems out of the blue. I'm just asking around. Alabaster? Anyone? Anyone at all? Well, okay, that's it for me. And then he's gonna go smoke his pipe outside.
Torsten's like, I would say he's sleepwalking, but we all woke up. I don't know.
He looked me right in the
That's
eye.
weird.
He was so intentional about it.
Right in the eyes. That's fun.
Kind of wild.
Do you? So then you walk outside, Ron?
Yeah. He's sitting
Okay.
under what used to be the porch.
Gotcha. Okay, give me a perception check while you're out there.
Uh-oh.
Man, perception check's like my thing tonight.
Please,
you guys
can
are
you
just
make it a-
looking at
Can
stuff.
you make it a good roll? Oh my god.
Can you give me a good one?
Actually, I'm feeling really lucky this morning.
Okay. Okay. I do have a handful of coins that are on the table too. You guys
Ooh.
can always cash in your
Never.
coins. Remember
You
that.
get 15. for one of
No,
my-
use the
one of my luck
coins.
die.
15. All right.
Use
Good.
the coins.
I make my own. luck.
So outside, you definitely hear a lot more movement in that structure that's across the road here. You hear a lot more movement in there. You hear two voices in that kind of tone, or that language that you messaged with the night before. You hear two voices that are kind of just like grumbling back and forth, and that's what you hear from over there. With the 15, you can see it's a pretty good roll. You can see down the road, like the way that you guys would head to go further in. A ways down, you see a couple of creatures that seem to be walking in the direction of like you guys where you are now.
Okay. He's gonna put out his pipe in his hand, like knock the ash out, and then hold it down, and Jackson's gonna lick it off his hand. He's gonna go back inside and he says, "Well, everybody, time to get up. We got some guys coming our way down the way, and Mom and Dad are fighting next door. So whatever's happening over on that side, they're in a little spat, little argument. So, y'all want to pack up and get out of here?
Let's get out of here.
Let's skedaddle.
Skedaddling.
We're skedaddling.
Rat's right there with you, ready to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rat had a really good sleep.
Yeah, full of fish.
He has a little bit of a snore, but it's like a snore with a little squeak in it. You know what I mean? It's
There you go. There you go. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's
You see Jackson
All
puts
right.
on his little for Rat, and like Jackson keeps looking over to see if like Rat wants to hop on, but isn't pressuring the issue.
That's funny. All right, so yeah, you guys could easily get outside. You guys want to load up your cart and start heading. Again, if you're taking the main road, there is something coming down the main road this direction, and it's getting kind of close. It's not within like I would say casting range. It's not very close, but it's right down the road.
Can we see what it is? Like 2-leg, 4-leg.
At this
Big
point,
little-
it looks like two creatures that are on 4 legs, one creature on 2 legs. Big, kind of similar to what you guys saw the night before. But you see them kind of walking down the road towards this structure.
yeah. Dross gets out his axe, his weapon, axe, takes it out.
his weapon.
Fighting stance.
His Zax. He's got multiple
Zax
Zax.
right out.
My
Axe.
axe.
My axe.
What the heck?
That's how he did the first time.
Well, it was on my belt. Like it was hanging from my
There you
belt.
go.
No, but you did it in
There you
slow
go.
motion. It's like
Unreasonable.
Torsten
No.
smirks
You are
and
wrong.
reenacts. You mean my axe? That's
Get
exactly
outta
how
here.
you did it.
Anyways,
Oh my
Frost
goodness.
gets in
Exactly
a
how you did it.
relatively, fighting stance.
Ready
get
position?
ready,
Okay.
Or whatever this is. Because you know what? We are told that there's not friendly things in here. So I'm going to assume it's a bad boy. That is all.
All right. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Forge onward. Brom's like, now don't be too hasty. You know, they might just be running errands to go get some milk for their mom and dad who are fighting, and they don't like being at home when mom and dad are fighting, so they went out to get something. And then getting
Hey-
attacked on
hey,
the
Brom.
road so close to home.
I
That'd be.
think you're bringing some of your baggage
Tor-
into this, and
I don't know.
Torsten-
I think
Torsten
we're
just-
real unkind. You
I
know.
feel like we're
Torsten
learning
just
a lot.
puts his hand on his the handle
On
of
his
his
what?
sword. He doesn't
Hey,
on his sword.
handle? Handle?
Sword,
Han-
Dang.
His
sword
love
handle?
handles? Nice.
Oh,
love sword.
I mean, that's called reaching. I mean, you were reaching to try to.
Oh,
For his
Not in
axe.
motion, not on
Let's
stream.
go.
Doing anything other than grabbing my axe.
All right. So you guys are also you're readying,
Just
kind of
kind of
readying
stand
yourself.
ready. Just kind of stand ready. Yeah.
Okay. So are you guys like on the road heading with your carriage about to like meet this head
straight down
on
the
then?
barrel. Straight down the barrel,
Okay.
dude.
Straight
seem
down the
fine.
barrel of the gun.
We seem fine.
All right. So you guys will get on by the time you get your carriage out on the road ready to go. You're not far off from like the structure and the farmland. There's the carriage. You guys aren't like directly in between them anymore. Maybe you're a little bit further down from it. When this creature kind of notices the bipedal notices you and stops the other two, just like starts shouting out to them and telling them to like, and they all stop in their spot, and the creature starts yelling out to you. Does anyone speak giant?
Spoilers. I didn't know what
I
it
know.
was.
I
Wow.
speak undercommon.
Gotcha.
Where do you see that?
Bottom
Boys,
left
where
of
do you
your
see that?
sheet says your languages.
What do you know? Not giant.
As I say, I'm looking at everybody's sheets. Nobody speaks giant.
I mean,
That's
I
an
do
issue.
Speak halfling.
There you go. There you go.
That's
So you
kinda
don't
close.
really understand what this guy's saying, and he's just kind of yelling out at this point.
Well,
Halo, well met, traveler.
At this point, he grabs like off of his side like this what looks or like not his side but like off of his back that what looks like a giant like base of a tree. And it's definitely like a tree, and he's like yelling, and he like kind of nicks it on the back of both of the creatures that are in front of him, which now you see these creatures are big, and they look like very like bony structures going across them, and on the front of them they actually have like three. They're not quite like what you would see a triceratops is, but they have three horns kind of come. They have two big ones and then one on the nose. So they look like a triceratops almost, but they're a slight difference to that, and they're in front of him, and he kind of like hits them both, and then they start just like bounding towards you.
What color are they?
Brother.
Gray, the grayish.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure this wasn't Paul Bunyan. Like I just wanted to get
There
like,
it is.
I
There
was
it
like,
is.
Is this blue? Are they blue? Are they blue? Because
That's it. Nope,
starting
the
to feel
big blue
sus.
ox. But I guess we're gonna have to roll for initiative on this one. We're gonna have to. we're gonna have to looks like my bad making the dumb giants when nobody speaks giant. I did an oversight there.
You see Braun be like, "Oh, now we shouldn't be killing livestock for no reason. If we do, we gotta eat them. We don't have the
seven.
means."
7.
Why do I
let me get my
why do I
pen.
have a -1 for my initiative?
It's your dex. It's based off your dexterity.
Oh, got it. Well, I got a 2.
Notepad go. You got a 2? I gotta go over my notepad. I don't have it right here. I think it's over here somewhere.
Unprepared,
I found it.
kind of prepared.
I had left it like on there was like a stack of books I put down here the other day, and then I put it on top of this on accident.
You know, Zach on Titan,
That's my name.
I don't want to tell you how to stream, but like I feel like we're doing a disservice to our viewers not explaining the beautiful portrait art behind you.
Behind me? Oh,
Yeah.
Danny DeVito! Look at him. It's Danny DeVito with his rum hand.
I hate it. It's a rum ham.
We just get so many little glimpses of it.
Hair is
Isn't that
so
great?
long.
Isn't that great? It's Danny DeVito with his rum
I've seen
hand.
that in person. It's even more magnificent.
Isn't it great? I also have
It's
more
so
art
good.
back here now too. Look, I have this. It's a hand-drawn part of the original Aragon books. It's from the original artist.
Oh yeah.
My brother
Oh.
bought it from the artist. Isn't that cool? I got that
So
framed
good.
and put back
Sick.
here now too.
We've got isn't there a TV show or a movie or something in the making?
They have a Disney Plus series that they're working on. It's still in the works, but writer
Yeah.
strike, this, that, the other thing. I also I went to a meet and greet with Paolini at one point, and he said that
That's awesome.
I asked him, I was like, are you gonna run like a D&D? Are you gonna have like a D&D world for like Aragon or whatever? And he says it's there. He's just waiting for a publishing company to pick it up.
That's
So
dope. That'd be
we get
super
Eric of the
cool.
world of Allegasia.
I'm
Like that'd be
just
great.
saying.
Let's go.
New stream.
New stream. Scratch this crap. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Stream.
Like, let's wrap this
Just
up. You killed by the
kidding.
giant.
Let's wrap this up. Everybody get killed by the giants real quick.
I
Let's
also have
do that.
peanut butter flavored toothpicks.
Oh, dang.
Oh, okay.
What was that
Are you,
about?
are you swallowing them?
Where did
I
that
don't
come
recommend
from?
Right here.
Okay. Okay.
Next to my bacon
Oh
flavored.
wow, these are some rolls here, y'all.
I got a roll of tape.
Okay, who goes first out of? Oh, you have a plus 5 between. So Caspian and Brahm, you rolled the same. Who's going first out of that?
I got not me.
one with the
ideally.
bigger axe.
Okay, so Bromwood will go first then.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Bromwood, Caspian, Dross, and then Torsten.
Oh my god, we're
Torsten, you
leading
get
with a
them.
roll of 10.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
let me
but
see.
wait.
Let me see what these. I haven't
Yeah,
rolled
what
for
did
these
they-
guys
yeah,
yet.
They're
So
gonna roll like 2s. They suck.
they suck. Suckers over here just sucking. Sorry.
Giants were like giant losers.
Get
More
'em,
like
drag 'em.
Son of a gun.
Freaking dorks.
What a
Road work?
joke.
I sure hope so.
Sure hope it does.
Sure hope it does. Yeah.
All right, here
Are
we
these guys-
go.
Are these guys big enough that they're like, if they keep going, they're gonna plow through the cart, kind of thing?
It's possible. It's
Uh-oh.
possible.
On a scale of
Video.
1 to 10, how immediately turned into goo would we be?
It's possible.
Oh, God.
It's
Oh, boy.
possible. Okay, they have
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Can't believe
so
I'm
they're
gonna
up
die
there.
session 2.
Okay, and then let
Right,
me
Rat will
pull
sacrifice
up
himself for me.
Giants for initiative. They just don't have a plus. I'm reaching everywhere and I'm just not grabbing it. Oh wow. Okay, so he's bottoming out there. But the charging stampeding creatures are first.
Cool.
But I will.
Kind of a
Oh,
bummer.
let me pull this up. I can actually show you guys. I think I have it set up. Welcome.
Special
What?
guest?
Oh, fun.
Okay, well I'll pull these
Who's
off
here?
because you guys don't really see anything here. These are just other creatures that could be in there.
Why don't I
Oh.
see that?
And
watch
then
the
I'll
stream.
put
It's on
this
stream,
up
yep.
here. Horse. We've got.
Horse.
Where do you guys want to be? Can you guys see me on stream now? Where we are?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see the
Okay, I've got like
carriage.
Torsten. I know you said you were readying your battle axe here, Dross, so I'll put you there. Jackson, probably in the cart watching the horse, something like that.
Yeah, and then Brahm will be probably up front.
Of
Driving
the cart,
the
like
horse.
here. Cool. I'll put you on there. I'm trying to get it to where it doesn't look like your guys just eating horse.
I hate that
flat.
my camera on Discord I'm centered, but on the stream, not.
That's my bad. I had to crop a lot of the cameras. I can adjust
Oh,
that.
I thought that was me.
Where do
Okay.
you want to be, Caspian?
I'll probably be next to Bromwood.
Okay, in the cart.
farther.
Oh, like over in the cart then. Okay, cool. I'll set you guys like up here. Man, he does not want to stay on that. Look at him. He's just falling.
He's like, no, thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna set you guys on the side of the cart. You guys are. You can say you're in the cart there, but it's just keep falling. Is Wentworth out or Wentworth still dismissed? Correct.
Yeah, he's still missing. He hasn't been summoned yet.
Got it. Cool. He's still sitting. Okay, it's gonna start off with these creatures here. I want to see how it can. I want to see how it stream. I guess I can look via my phone. These creatures are charging towards you.
Some big old boys.
This one's not gonna quite make it, but this one's gonna run right at you, Dross.
Cool.
It is going to. It is going to try to attack with its horns. What's your armor? I gotta remember that.
The old goring. That's great.
That's it. All right, here we go. He's gonna check with his horns. That's a natural 1, and
yeah. Told you. Giant losers.
Oh, that's a very large to hit. That is a 28. So
Whoa.
there's a 1, but there's also a 28. So the 28 is gonna hit.
Why did he get to roll twice? What's the deal here?
He's got 2 attacks.
That's stupid.
One for each one.
And then roll. Can you roll a strength saving throw?
17.
Okay, that's fine. So you're not knocked down, but he charges right into you. And the first horn you're able to just kind of like dodge out of the way of, but the second one just kind of slams into you.
Cool.
And it does 17 damage.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boys. Oh, boy. All right. Cool.
And
I'm not
let's
knocked
see.
down. I just took it like a man.
No, you're good. Oh, and they do have a lot. They are a lot faster than I expected. So the other one is going to charge up to you, Torsten. It is going to charge right into you.
Join the fun, Torsten.
We'll try.
Oh yeah. He's going to charge right up to you. I will need you to. Oh well, let me see if he hits first. Hold on. What's your armor class?
18.
18. That's pretty solid.
You're big,
Let's see.
chunky.
That's
Thick,
gonna
what you
miss.
sees. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, yeah. I think he misses. Yeah. No. Both. Wow. A 3 and a 4 on the die. That's crazy. Cool. That's their turns. Brom, you're up.
Cool. Brom's gonna kind of hop off the horse. He's gonna slap his hands together, and he's gonna use his ring of animal influence to cast fear on both of these boys.
Oh, okay,
I got a
okay.
DC 13 wisdom.
Wisdom save.
I'm checking that. Yep.
Okay. They don't have any bonuses to that, so let's see.
Good.
Oh, that's a 16.
Oh.
And an 11. So I will say the left one fails that. So he's feared of you.
I'm gonna bend the luck on the right one, and I'm gonna subtract a D4 from his roll.
Okay.
So if I get a 3 or oh, geez,
okay. It was a 16, so I have to roll what? Less than a. I have to roll a 3 or 4.
3 or 4. 3 or 4, and he loses.
3. So he also fared. Good job. Cool. They are both afraid. Is they afraid of you?
Or afraid of me? They have to spend both their full turn dashing away from me.
Nice, nice. Okay, so that's going to be very helpful. Okay,
You
perfect.
That one turn ago.
I thought I was first. I was like, great.
while Dross over here gets gored with the freaking spear,
stabbed with a horn. You know. That's
right on. Okay, cool.
That's all for Brom.
Brom's done. Cool. Caspian, you're up.
Oh boy. Okay. How far away is the big old giant dude?
Oh yeah, how far away is he? I would say that's 80 feet.
Oh shit. Okay.
He's like 80 feet from the cart, probably about 80, 85 from you.
Never mind. Let's
He's dead
see
last.
here. Let's do instead. Ooh, let's say Dross, how much damage did you take?
17, so I have 29 health points left.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm
Don't
gonna.
either.
Is Dross in touching range?
Yeah, yeah. You're like right behind him. You're in the cart, but you could reach out and touch him. Yep.
Great. I'm going to reach out and just rub your shoulders a little and give you 19 health points back.
Wow.
That's a nasty heal.
That
Wow.
that is
Man.
a level 2 cure wounds.
Cure wounds.
You
All
are
right.
a beautiful elf. I'll tell
That
you.
was
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah. Then that's it for me. I'm just gonna do that.
Okay. All right, Dross, you're up. You got a big old trike behemoth
I'm
in front of
feeling
you
great.
here.
I was in a lot of pain for those like 20 seconds that went by.
There you go.
And now I'm feeling better. How far have the creature started running yet for the fear? Or is that
No, that's on their turn. They can. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and then attack the one that attacked me with my axe.
Perfect.
So I'm gonna
Swing away.
roll to hit here. 20.
20 hits. Yes.
Amazing. I'm going to go ahead and chuck it. Actually, I used the wrong one. I should have used my. Hold on, I'm gonna do that. I'm two-handing it. All right, damage 15,
Got it.
and then I'm gonna use my psychic die, one of my dies, to do
Okay.
a force attack. I'm looking for
Love
my
it.
There it is. So I'm gonna go ahead
Your
and do
psionic
that.
dice.
Yep.
7. Cool.
And that's another 7.
Sweet.
And I'm gonna go ahead and attack again because that's what I do.
Let's see it.
I rolled the wrong thing again. We're gonna try that again. A nat 20 to hit.
Hey-o, there we
Dang.
go.
All right. All right. Dang.
All right.
So roll your damage. We add that, whatever your highest dice roll could be. It
forced
always
me to
does
roll
that.
The 2. Yeah. So I just roll 2.
But it's fine. I mean, it's a 10, right? So it's
Yeah.
your D10. So it just gave you the 10, and then we'll add the 8 plus your 5. So 23 is perfect.
Cooking.
Awesome.
So 23 plus 7. That's another 30 you took off of it.
Nice. And then because I hit the nat 20, does that mean I attack again? Is that a thing?
Oh yeah. You get a bonus action. You
Ooh.
can use your bonus action to attack again because you have Great Weapon Master.
Here we go. We're going for it again.
That's crazy.
21 to hit.
That'll definitely hit.
Another D10. Another 7 damage.
All right. Jeez. All right. You
That's
chucked him down a
when you
bit.
hit me with its horn. You know, this is.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Well,
He's not looking terrible, but like I mean, you saw the fear in his eyes just kind of show up after he gored you, and he started to back away, and you're like, duh, because you're like trying to get him back for the gouge that was in you that has now completely healed up, and you're like, oh man, well that was wild. You back him off even more, but he still looks pretty hardy.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna end my turn.
Sweet. Torsten, you're up. You got one right in front of you, tried to charge into you, and you kind of just like, I would say you probably just like held it off, like tried to stop it and like grabbed its horns and like kind of pushed it back a little bit.
Okay. I want to use my so it's right in front of me then, right?
Right in front of you. Yep.
Right. Okay. So I can use my long sword because I'm within 5
definitely.
feet.
For sure.
So 22 to hit.
Definitely hits. Yep.
All right. So go with slashing 7, and I think I have 1 d8 plus 3 and 1 d10 plus 3. I swing with both of those, right?
No, so if you're using both hands on the sword, it's a D10. If you're using one hand on the sword, then it's the D8.
Oh, sorry, I meant to use the 2-hand.
Gotcha. So
So
there you
11.
go. 11. Sweet.
Let's see.
Okay. Keeping track of all their healths down here. Put this guy over here.
And as my bonus action, I would like to use a Daunting Roar.
Okay.
Because he's within 10 feet. Needs a Wisdom saving throw or become frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
Okay. What's the
These are gonna be real scared.
12.
Oh, he got a 14, so he's not afraid of you right now.
He's only afraid of Rob, about the lion.
Yep.
And I'm going to stay in the same position since it's such close area right now. So
Gotcha.
that should end my turn.
Okay. Let's see here. Yep. So, oh, that's stupid. The big old giant all the way in the back is going to he's going to start meandering forward.
He better not.
He better not.
He better not.
So he'll get right about there. And as he's running forward, you see him just kind of reach down and grab some just like a piece of wood, pile of something, and just kind of launch it. It's just a pile of trash for the most part, just junk that was laying around. And he just lobs it over. He's going to lob it, I guess, right at Torsten, because Torsten's right there in front of him. So let me see if he can hit you with it.
Is how far away is he from me now?
He is now, he moved up 40 feet, so he'd be within 45 feet from you.
Ugh, okay.
So close.
And he is going to, it's a 22 to hit you, Torsten. So this pile of trash comes lobbing in your direction. It's splinters of wood and like pieces of the fence that were just kind of there. And he's going to hit you with it. And it all kind of just smashes down on you. Wow, it does some damage. Let me roll that real quick. Oh, let's see. It hits you for 24 damage. Yeah. Oh. Wow. This one's wild. And it's just, oh, but you're immune to poisons, right? Yeah. So you're good. Because it hits you for 24 damage. Yeah, and poisons you. It says. Because it's just trash. It starts slicing you up and cutting you, and then you get like this nauseating feeling in your stomach. I guess you're immune to disease, not poison, right? So you would be poisoned.
It only says
disease. So that poison just means you have disadvantage on your attacks and ability checks.
Okay.
But it's just until the end of the giant's next turn. So when the giant's turn is over, then you're not poisoned anymore. But just remember that I can give you a little poison token or whatever. Yep. Cool. That's the giant's turn. It's gonna go back up to the Triceratops. They're like tricorn behemoths or whatever they're called. And they have to run away. So they're gonna move out of range from. Wow, I just kicked that bottle. Torsten and Dross, you guys can technically get opportunity attacks if you want as they try to run away, because they're gonna turn and they're gonna book it.
Brom's like, I don't think they're malicious. They're just gonna get out of here. Trying to save animal damage.
You did get gored by one of them, right?
Yeah.
Just to clarify.
He was just a little goof. He was just pranking you.
Oh yeah.
He was just pranking.
He's just joking.
It's just a prank, bro.
It's just a prank, bro.
Nice car pranks with my friends.
All right, Bruns, I will put the poisoned token on you so that way you know.
What was that?
Poisoned.
Oh, that's nothing, honey.
Are you guys going to attack these guys as they run away, or are you going to just let them run?
I'm definitely attacking them.
Okay. All right. Both of you make an attack. You get one attack for an opportunity attack. It does use your reaction, though. You won't be able to get to use your reaction again if you're this round. If you're going to use it right now.
12 to hit.
12 does not hit.
Oof. All
Wow.
right.
Rob's like, go home, Bessie. Go on.
All right. And Torsten, are you rolling one?
Yes, I am.
Give me a long sword attack.
Yep. Also, shouldn't I have 2 attacks per action?
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't think I used 2 on the last one. I think I forgot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you could roll another one then. Okay, so we'll say your opportunity attack misses, but go ahead and give me your other attack so we can just do the damage for.
Okay.
For that.
Oh gosh.
Oh, that's gonna miss 2 though, unfortunately.
Yep.
Okay, so these 2 are gonna run they've got 50 feet of movement, so they have to run their full plus their action, right?
Yep, yeah, they're dashing.
Okay, so they're 100 feet. They're just running. This one kind of knocks through some of this fence over here.
Be wild, be free.
And they run. And the giant's like looking around side to side, like, whoa, like as they both run past him. He tried to like grab at him, but then he grabbed at the other one and missed. And they both ran past, and he's like, and then that's so that's them. Brahm, you're up again.
Cool. Brahm is gonna do like a shooing motion. He's gonna say, "Go on, go get him," and then he's gonna cast Chromatic Orb at this guy. Just
nice.
Really drive a point home.
How long are they feared from you? I guess it doesn't really matter. They're kind of wild creatures. They're just gonna keep running.
Yeah, say until they can't see me, then they get to make a Wisdom save.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Kind of wild.
Okay, that'll definitely hit him for sure. What's the damage on that?
We're gonna do 14.
14 damage, nice.
I don't know, acid damage for fun.
Okay. Ow, that's not fun.
Oh, I can. Yeah, that's good. That's good enough.
Okay, Chromatic Orbed him.
Chromatic Orbed him.
Is that a spell that we have to do a wild magic for?
Ooh, I think it would be if I activated my little like Tides of Chaos thing, but that's still it's unactive, so we're gonna hang out with that.
Oh, okay, got it. Cool. You said it was 14 damage, right?
14, yep.
Got it. Cool. Just writing down his health there. Yeah. So you just kind of like hit him with the Chromatic Orb and just like starts to burn with acid on him. He's like trying to like swat it away.
And the whole time Brom's pointing, he's pointing at his little like beast to try to get him to just get the heck out of here.
To just go away. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Caspian, you're up.
Okay. I am going to move 15 feet forward. No. I have a feeling this giant's going to come closer to us. I'm going to stay where I'm at. How aggressive do we want to be? Be aggressive. Be aggressive. I only get 3 of these spell slots a day. I don't know that I want to do. I don't know that I want to do it, but I kind of want to do it.
Do it.
Wish.
Let's make quick work of this giant.
You know what? Let's do it. I'm gonna
cast Wish.
I'm gonna cast Fireball on the giant.
Hey,
yeah.
yo,
Hey.
okay.
Big bomb.
Yeah.
What do I have to save? What's my save?
I'm going to. It's a Dexterity save,
Oh,
DC
boy.
15.
Oh boy. Let's see what his dexterities are.
And roughly.
Oh, that was close.
Oh,
He got a 17. He rolled an 18 on the dice, but -1.
bastard.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, it's still half of hopefully a lot of damage.
Yeah.
How tall is he?
Oh, good question. He's technically huge size. Yeah, huge. So that's like 15 feet tall, something like that.
Okay, perfect. This is going to be centered then on like the top of his head. So that the
nice.
spear mostly hits the air and just him and doesn't hit any potentially surrounding
Cool.
brush that could catch fire.
Love it. Cool.
So
You
he's
shoot
gonna
it
take-
up and just like.
He's going to take only 10 damage. 20 damage total, but halved is 10.
10. Okay, so you hit him in the face for 10 fireball damage. So that's kind of very infuriating for him. He's like, oh! And you see him like just patting out his face, just trying to get the fire off his face. He's getting kind of angry at this.
Yeah.
It's frustrating to him.
Not for me.
Cool. Dross, you're up.
I kind of want to throw my oil of slipperiness in front of us. Because I feel like a big boy like that, he slips, that dude's going to be falling. It's going to be a big fall.
His poor
I don't
hips.
know.
You know, big dogs have hip problems for a reason.
If I do like my attacks at the end, could I then do that, or does that need to be like my main thing that I do this round?
That would be your action. Would be getting the oil of slipperiness going.
Now, since I get to attack twice, do I get to do one of each of those, or because I attack, like, is it only if I attack that I get to attack?
Yeah, it's only if you take the attack action, then you get an extra attack. But if you just do
Alright.
something else as your action, then that's your action.
All right, I'm just gonna attack then. Let's make it simple here.
Okay. All right, you gonna move up to him and slice at him, or are you gonna
No,
throw?
I'm
Are
just
you
staying
gonna
where I
throw?
am. Yeah, I'm throwing.
Okay. I forgot you could throw. Give me some axe throws then.
19. to hit.
19 does hit. Yes. I'll say this out loud so that everyone knows it's 13 is what you need to hit him.
Okay. 10 damage, and then I am
Nice.
gonna do my force attack.
Okay, some
psionic
psionic strikes.
So another 6 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack again. 14 to hit.
That does hit. Yep.
And then I'm going to attack again and only do 6 damage. That's
Got it. All right.
great. And that's great.
He looks like he's down to roughly bloodied. It's like half. Like he's under half. That's Dross. Torsten, you're up.
I'm gonna use my ice shard whip this time.
Okay. All right.
That's
You only have to be within. Yeah, that one is gonna miss. You have to be up a little further. You're gonna move up then.
Oh,
You have to be within 10 feet.
Is that not quite 10? Okay, yeah, move me up just a little bit there.
This is where you'd be able to hit him if you were there.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
And then
Oh.
I get to attack
Close
one
to
more
that big
time,
boy.
right?
Yes, you get to attack one more time. Remember, you are at disadvantage on your attacks because you're
That's
poisoned
right.
currently. So you have to
Correct.
roll twice and take the lower. But the ice shard whip, the first one being 7 was like, you missed that one, but you got to roll
Correct.
again here to see if it hits.
And this one was 18.
Right, roll one more time. You have to roll twice and take the lower for it.
Got it. Oh no.
8. So yeah, you're kind of going wide. You're feeling a little rough from that poisoning that you're just kind of like whipping at him, and he's just kind of like he's reeling back from the fire, just kind of batting it out of his hand. So the whip is just missing ever so slightly.
Yep. That's
All right.
gonna end the
That's
turn.
you?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
On this, so he's like kind of shouting and yelling at this point, and you see some movement off on the side, like right over the top of these. You see 2 more of these giant guys, kind of come over to this wall. This one actually uses his turn to open this, just kind of like knock this wall.
No.
He knocks this wall down, and this one creature starts meandering out from there. And then this guy is going to lob down just a pile of trash right here towards Dross.
How close is that one?
That one's really close to you guys. He's 15, 20 feet away from you. 15 or 20.
Ha ha! You've activated my trap card.
There we go.
Ha ha! Warding flare.
Okay. What does that do?
When a creature that you can see within 30 feet of yourself makes an attack roll, you can
Mhm.
take a reaction to impose a disadvantage on the attack roll. In
Oh,
addition, the target of the triggering attack, which would be Dross in this case, gains 2d6 plus 4 temporary HP.
Whoa. Okay, so you roll that. I'll roll his disadvantage to see if he can even hit Dross with this lob of trash.
Dross.
Oh, wow.
Oh boy. I want
That
you
was
to get
good
14
for you guys, not for me.
14 temporary HP.
14 temporary HP. That's amazing. Like
Okay,
Only
and-
temporary though.
And then with the disadvantage, it was a natural 1. So he's trying to pick up something big and just get it over this, and he doesn't even make it over the fence. He doesn't even get it over the fence. That's him. And then the one up front that's right in front of Torsten is just going to take his club in his other hand and just smash it down twice on Torsten.
Oh my gosh.
He says, "Oh my
Poison,
gosh." But you won't be poisoned at the end of this turn. Now.
Right,
The poison-
yes,
As
yes.
soon as he's done hitting you in the head, you're not poisoned anymore. Which it looks like only one of these hits will hit. Yeah. One of them is definitely not going to hit. That's a 12. The other one is a 22. So that will definitely hit you. So I'll roll damage. And since he's so much bigger than you, he ends up just kind of knocking you down as well. So he knocks you over.
This isn't looking good, folks.
Let me get my dice out for this.
I mean, we're doing
pulled
fine.
it. Oh, it's.
I mean, listen, Bromwood scaring away the doggy dogs. That's a huge thing because that would have been. I mean, it did 17 damage, and I only got hit by one of them. So.
One of its 2 attacks. Ooh.
Yeah, you think you saved us?
Okay, so
we would have already been sleeping by now.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Please. Don't do that.
11.
Brom's like.
So
it's first thing in the morning.
So his the tree that hits you, it hits you for 16 damage.
I'm almost dead.
And then knocks you prone on the ground.
Oh, 6 and on the ground.
You're 6 health? Oh no.
Jeez.
Yep.
Okay, so
It's
he
all right.
knocks you down.
Caspian can touch you and things look better.
Oh.
So you're just knocked down. You're not poisoned anymore though, because his turn's over.
That's good. Hey,
and that's them. That brings it back to. I'm not even going to worry about the Trihorn behemoth guys. They ran away. They're gone. they're not here anymore. They were livestock anyways. They just kind of were fighting because they were told to. So they are gone now. I'm just gonna scratch them off for that.
Dungeon Master.
Go for it.
Quick question.
Go for it.
Because I don't think we ever asked in the middle of a battle. Do your special DM tokens come into any play in cases like this?
If you like,
tokens?
you can use one to reroll any die anytime.
Anytime?
For yourself. Yeah,
Okay.
for yourself. Yeah.
Good to know.
Yep. Let me throw this real quick. I have to respond to a message here. Brom, you're up next. I'm gonna send you this thing though.
Cool.
But you messaged me, right? Did you message me somewhere?
I shot it to your actual like person.
Oh, okay. I was like, I thought it was in your chat. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, it would be probably this.
So we can figure it out next time if you want.
Yeah, I mean, something like that. Otherwise, his normal stat block that you have for Jackson.
Cool. What's this little thing to the top of the giants? Another little cattle-looking thing.
So they kind of like you saw the one giant kick down the wall, and this thing kind of rushed through, and it looks wild. It looks like a very furry beast. It's got like almost like a pig-like face with like horns coming out of the side, and then its tail end has like what looks like a club on the end of it, but it's kind of like longer and like very like long looking creature. And it's kind of like snarling, and looks like it has been released from in here to come towards you guys.
Not great. And then how far apart are the 2 top giants, roughly?
The ones in the fence.
The one on the road, and then the one next to the.
Oh, okay. The 2 with the backpacks. I'd say they're about 30-ish feet from each other.
Yeah, that'll do. Brom's gonna walk forward and be like, Caspian, I think that's a great idea. And he's gonna cast Fireball, which is 20-foot diameter, so it should hit, in theory, all 3 of those top
All 3 of
guys.
them. Okay, gotcha. So I need dex saves for them.
Cool.
Okay, I'll start with the. Where did my one die? Oh, there it is underneath that. Okay, so I'll do dex save for the first giant on the road. He's a -1.
So 14 save.
That's a 1. It was a 2, so -1. The other giant, 16 -1, so 15. And then the other creature there is a +1, and he got an 18.
Okay. On the 15 guy, I'll bend his luck to subtract the
Okay.
D4. And it's at least 1.
D4. Okay,
Oh.
so I just have to get like 1 or 2, or a 2.
Yeah, at least a 2.
At least a 2. Okay, yeah. So I got 2 on that die. That was a weird. It's a hard to read rune-looking shaped die. 2. Okay, so yeah, he fails that as well. So both the giants fail. The other guy saves.
Okay. The giants both take 30, and the little guy will take
Jeez.
15.
Wow.
Okay.
Big old fireball.
Mr. Bromwood's really carrying us right now.
He's kind of cooking. He's kind of cooking
15.
right now.
Okay. Nah. And then the other one took. This guy didn't take anything. This guy took 30. Cool. All right.
That's it for my
That's
boy.
Bromwood. Cool. Caspian, you're up.
Oh boy. Okay. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right, how do you do the whole spells?
How do
as
you
an
do?
I'm okay. How do you?
and spells as a bonus action thing?
You can do a spell as an action. Then you have to do a cantrip as a bonus action, or vice versa.
Okay, so I
you
can
can't do
cantrip as a
two-
main.
Yep. Yeah. You just can't do 2 leveled spells in one turn. That's all.
Great. So then let's do as my action, I am going to do Firebolt
Okay.
on
Cantrip Firebolt.
the giant that I hit with the Radiance last turn.
Oh, okay. The one that's got his club above his head over here. Got it.
Yeah, that one.
Cool.
I'm just gonna try to smack him with a Firebolt.
Love
yeah,
it.
25 to hit.
Definitely hits. They're 13 AC.
Great. He's gonna take 9 points of furra damage.
Sweet.
And then I am going to bonus action healing word onto fucking
Torsty.
yeah, Tutor Boot.
Got it. Heal his word. What words do you say? What word do you say?
I say, sorry, this is all I got left in the tank. Because I rolled 2 1s. So
Oof.
you get 6 points of health back. I
6
save all
healing
my-
there, Torst.
We'll
I
still
save all my
take
good
6.
healing for Dropus.
Double digits.
Double digits. There he is. He's alive.
And that's all for me.
Got it. Dross, you're up.
All right. I think I'm gonna continue just to attack the one that's straight on.
Oh, the one in front,
Still-
far in front.
yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Go for it.
I'm gonna
He's not doing great. He's definitely looking the worst out of all of them. So
Yeah, I'm gonna check my axe at him. So
let's see it.
13.
That is his AC, so that will hit.
Ooh,
Get him.
15 damage.
15's nice.
All right, I'm gonna do my force attack. Psionic strike.
He's really low. Okay, all
Just
right.
did 9 more damage.
He's looking probably worse than Torsten now.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna attack again. Yeah, that's just 25.
That'll hit. That'll hit.
And swinging another 10 damage.
That's enough. That topples
we
the
go.
big giant up front.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so Torsten, you're like laying on the ground after this thing had just hit it, and you see an axe just kind of split right between its head, and it just crumbles down and falls like right next to you. Which I'm gonna leave him there as an obstacle for the most part, because the giants are. I could remove him, but then it's like you guys are just phasing through the obstacle.
Yeah.
So I have another attack because I killed.
You
an
killed one.
enemy.
Yep,
Jeez.
you do.
So I'm gonna turn my attention. What's the one that's closest to the party members now?
Well, there's the giant that's like right up over the wall right next to you guys. He's kind of the closest. But then there's the giant and then the other creature that's a little further.
Let me do the one that's closest, and I could phase through like the carriage and the wall if I need to.
Okay,
Hang
all
on,
right.
If I need to. Am I on the right side or left side of the carriage?
You're on the right side. You're closest
Oh,
to
okay.
these guys, yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you
I'm
can
gonna
literally
phase
just
through
turn
the
and
wall.
throw it right up at him.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
I'm gonna do that.
Go for it.
Hits.
That hits.
23.
Wow, the rolls. When you guys are looking at
14
things,
damage.
your rolls are 1s and 2s. But when you're fighting
I
things,
know.
it's like,
I'm
oh,
not
you're
playing
dead.
I'm
Sorry.
not messing around.
Sorry, you're dead.
right.
Cool. 14 to this guy. Got it.
Yep. That's gonna do it.
All right. It would be Torsten's turns, but it's that weird creature's turn because he rolled just in between you guys. He's gonna come out of there. He's gonna come out running. He can't see Torsten now because there's a giant in his way, and he's gonna come out right over to you, Dross. He's right here. And he. Creature. Okay, we don't have to worry about that right now. But he's just going to. Oh. Does he do that?
Gonna pick a random guy and kill them.
No, he's gonna look up at everyone. 5, 10, Yeah. So not Torsten, but Dross, Caspian, and Bromwood, please make Constitution saving throws.
Okay.
You said Torsten, right? Or no?
No, Torsten, you're good.
No,
You're
sorry.
over or laying down next to the giant. You're fine.
Laying down. Yeah, we're just chilling. We're just chilling.
We're
10.
good. We're good.
21.
I'm gonna burn a luck on
21.
that. I got a 2. Oh, that's the wrong button. 19.
Okay, 19, 21, 10. Let me see. The save was a 16. You will take half as much. He looks up at you guys and just kind of lets this beam of like disgusting, like dark energy go through, and it says any creature it can see within 30 feet of it. Oh no, sorry, my bad. Targets one creature it can see within 30 feet. So sorry. It's just gonna be right on Dross in front of him there.
No.
Sorry. That's why that would have been his attack. Sorry, that's unfortunate. But you take necrotic damage.
Hey, I have resistance necrotic damage.
Well, that's good because it's
Great.
8d8 necrotic damage.
Oh, jeez.
So that's good that you are the one that's resistant to it.
Dang.
So yeah, what does that mean? Do I just take like half or something? How does
Yeah,
that
I'll roll it. You'll still take half. If you would have succeeded, you would have taken a quarter damage. So
Nice.
Oh my gosh, it's a lot. Sorry.
A lot of dice.
I
Do
gotta
I still
write
make
this down.
14 temporary health from Caspian?
Yes, yeah. So this'll eat at that first. One more roll, and then I'll give you all that. So no pluses. I don't think there's any pluses. Oh, that's a weird caveat. If the saving throw fails by 5 or more.
Oh no.
Okay, so I guess that's what it is. I don't know. I even rolled then because I didn't read that part. So you just take 32 necrotic damage.
Woo. That would
Is
have
that
killed
after
Brom.
having it?
Yeah. So it's
Oh boy.
so it would have been 8d8, which I rolled, but then I read the section half of this. It says if the saving throw is less, if you fail by 5 or more, you instead just flat out take 64 necrotic damage.
Yeah. That would
But you take
What,
half because you're resistant.
you
So
said
then you'll
30 or
knock off
32?
32. So then you'll first lose that temporary hit points, and then it'll bleed into your
Yeah, okay.
actual hit points. But that's its whole turn, though. That's its whole turn. And then it's
That's
Torsten's turn.
cool.
Yeah. It just does that, and then Torsten gets to go.
I mean, being on the ground, what can I do?
So you can get up. It just takes half of your movement to stand up. That's all it is.
Okay.
So you have
So
what
stand
normally
up?
30.
We stand.
You have 35 feet, so you still can move like 15 feet,
Okay.
which is like 3 squares.
And I should be close enough to that creature, right? Or a
Yeah, I
melee.
don't see why not. I don't
Okay.
see why not. If you
I mean, I
sit
take
up
an extra
here,
step just in case. You know, just in
5,
case.
10. Yeah, you can get like right there. If you want to
Okay.
use your whip, you can stay back a little bit. But you
Yeah,
can
let's do that. Yeah, I'm gonna use the whip.
Okay, got it.
So
Go for it.
watch me whip.
Watch him whip.
Yeah.
All right, this one's just got an AC
20
of 14. So if you guys beat 14,
Oh,
you
22.
hit it.
So we got
Definitely.
it. We
Yep,
got
there
it.
you go.
All right. What we get here? Oh my gosh.
4.
And I should
Okay,
be able
okay.
to do one more
You
attack.
add a D6 onto that too. Remember, it's D6 ice as well. So it does
Oh
the
my
D4
gosh.
plus 3 and then a D6 of
Plus
ice.
the D6. Yep.
And that puts him at what? Adds
I'm rolling right
disadvantage
now,
on its
2.
next attack. Okay. Cool.
So
So 6 damage
6
for
total.
that.
Yep.
Okay.
And I get to do one more attack.
Go for
Correct
it.
me if I'm wrong, but I should get one
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, for sure.
24 to hit, so that will hit.
Yep. Roll your
So 3, and then 1. So
7 more damage there. So you
Why did
got
you go up
6 on your
7?
first one. It's 3
Oh, I did?
plus your
Oh,
3. Yeah.
oh, that's
So
right.
7.
Okay, I saw the 3.
Yeah, there you
Perfect.
go.
And then also, if I'm reading this right,
I know he's
what's
weakened
this?
by this ice whip though. None of those were
I
nat
can use-
20s, right?
No.
Okay.
I can use as a bonus action. I can use my inspiring smite after deal damage to a creature. Oh wait, no. Where's the one with a melee? You have to hit him with a melee.
Inspiring Smite does it gives someone else a bonus to their health.
Okay, I thought there was.
If you want to do more,
one-
if you want to do more damage, it's under your spells. It's one of your other smites. It'd be
I thought there was
like
one where if I
Thunderous
did-
Smite or
Yeah.
Like your divine smite, right?
Divine Smite. Yeah, that's another one too. Should be under your features.
Yeah, I'm under my spells right here.
Under your spells, you have Thunderous Smite. You can always use as a bonus action. But under your is it action?
Oh yeah, this is the one. Yeah, you hit with a melee attack. Your weapon rings with a thunder that is audible within 300 feet. I mean, I love that.
Yep.
Attack deals an extra 2d6 thunder damage to the target. Additionally, if the target is a creature, which it is, it must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet away from you and knocked prone.
Whoa.
Got it. So go ahead and I have to do a what? Strength saving throw? A 14. So roll.
That was a 2d6, right?
Yeah, roll a 2d6.
Yes. 10.
Okay, so he takes an extra 10. He does succeed on his saving throw. He's not long.
He's not afraid. That's okay. He's almost dead, so
Yeah.
we'll give him that. We'll give him that. What are you laughing at?
Or-
Ron?
Was that to the giant or was that to the creature?
The creature.
Oh,
That's another
Actually.
10. Cool. Sweet. Torsten, that is your turn. It turns to the giants' turns. They are both going to. It's not going to be poisonous, like the first trash heap was. They're just going to pick up rocks from this wall and start dropping them down on you guys. Let's see where they are. One is going to lob one. I guess he's over by that. He'll throw one at, I guess, Caspian, because the guy with the thing is right there, the club. And then the other one he'll throw down at Torsten, because he just attacked. So we've got two of these non-poisonous ones.
The club boy throwing something at me. I'm gonna take out my beautiful mirror and I'm just gonna angle it at the sun and
Nice.
do my warding
Blind him a little
flare.
bit. Love it. Love it.
Give myself some temporary HP and give him disadvantage.
Sounds great. Disadvantage. It is a 19 with disadvantage. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Is that gonna hit? Okay.
Yeah.
Again, it's no poison this time because they're not using the trash. They're just using. I dropped the die again. They're using this. It's 13 bludgeoning damage.
Well, there go those temporary hit points.
I've thrown so many dice tonight. It's crazy. And then the other one towards Torst. Just a straight roll, and that is a 17 to hit. I don't think that hits. You're at 18 AC.
Nope, 18.
Yep, nope. So he goes wide on that one. There's that. I will say, after their turn ends, you see them they drop rocks, but then they start kind of bumping around and looking around. The thunderous smite that happened caused this crazy crack of thunder, and all the other creatures that are in here just start kind of going nuts. And if you notice, there's some stegosauruses, there's a mammoth and an ankylosaur. They're just kind of running wild in here, and they're bumping into them a little bit, and
Jurassic Park.
It's chaos in that little area over there.
We gotta go.
But they don't seem like they're targeting
mammoth.
anyone. They don't seem like they're targeting anyone, but they're going nuts because that thunder just rung through this whole place, and they're just like, "What's happening?" And they're just kind of running wild at this point.
Well,
We're taming that mammoth, Bromwood.
Is it taming that mammoth?
Is our
Brom, it is
elk-
your
It's
turn,
all
by the way.
arc up in here.
Is our elk scared by the thunderclap?
No, he hasn't been summoned.
Your elk's not here.
Who's driving
The
driving
draft
boat?
horse? The draft
Oh, yeah.
horse?
just the draft horse.
I mean, the draft horse is probably bothered by it, but we could try. Let's see. I'm gonna roll. If it's high, then he is not. If it's low, then he is. It's high. 17. We're good. He kind of like got worried, but he's not like a feisty. He's more of just like a hunker down, like kind of like what happened.
Same.
And he's also around you guys often, so he's like, loud noises. Hey, there was a tent that was alive earlier, so. All right, Brom, you're up though.
Cool. Brahma looks around and is like, do we get out of here before those walls fall down? And before that stuff starts trampling us? Do we go?
I mean, can we outrun him?
I could fear them again to keep them away from us if they chase us, but I think we should probably run, right? Brahma like looks at the fence, like just bending out every time like a mammoth or like a stegosaurus runs into the wall. He's like, that's not gonna hold. We gotta get out of here, right?
You see the giants like they're just trying to like bat them down because they're just getting like rammed into this wall now, and they're just like.
How damaged do the giants seem at this point?
Not really. They're hurt, but not bad.
I mean, where are we gonna run? It's a big open area. Like we're in like the farm area. What I mean is like, so if we just start going down the road, I feel like they're just gonna chase us. No.
But are they gonna chase us and leave their cattle? I don't know what you call them.
I mean, I'm all for we got the guy on the road, so I'm good with if we want to just go down the road and see what happens. Either just fight over there, or, yeah.
That's good enough for me. And Brahma's gonna hop up on the draft horse, and then get ready in action to wait for like everyone to pile on to see if they do, and then when they do, take off. Great.
Got it. All right. The only thing that's kind of blocking you guys right at this point, I mean, you can get around the dead. But that one creature that's kind of there. He's still kind of well engaged with Dross right in front of him, kind of just like lurking and dripping.
How damaged does he look?
He's bloodied. He's definitely bloodied. So he's not it's close. It's close. I will say, how close are you to him when you spawn? Okay, you're good.
In that case, I'm gonna also cast a chromatic orb, and I'll quicken it with some sorcery points to do it as a bonus action.
Okay.
13?
He's a 14 AC.
Ooh, I'm gonna Tides of Chaos that. Bloop.
Give me a D100 roll, please.
Give me. Let's see if I hit. Hey, 20 to hit, and I'll do damage.
Or it's a D20, right? Sorry, it's a not D100. Sorry.
12 damage for that boy. I'll roll the D20 now. It was a 2, and then it went to an 18.
Oh, dang. All right. You're fine, I guess. And you got, what? How much damage? 12? Okay.
Yep.
Got it. Now he's looking bloodied. So it's about half health.
Cool.
Cool. That's your turn then?
Yeah, that's me.
And then you hit him with that, and you got up on the cart, and you're ready to, like, rock it if everyone is in.
Ready to boot if we...
Got it.
Everyone gets on.
Cool. Caspian, start of your turn, because this creature is kind of close to you. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
When he ran up, both you and Dross kind of had to like cover your face a little bit because he just smells of death and disgust and gross. So I need a Constitution saving.
Are there any bonuses for a Paladin aura? I don't know if they're close enough.
Oh, it's a 10-foot from him, from Torsten. So not for a Caspian. 16 is the save though, so you save. Let's see, saving throw. Cool. You're immune to a stench for an hour. If you fail it, you're poisoned until his turn. Cool.
Okay.
But you can take your turn. He smells bad.
I can get real dumb here if I want to.
Always. That's always the answer.
But let's see it. I'm in the carriage already, seeing that Brahm Stroker wants to get going. Seeing the things I'm aware I have personally pieced together that their romper room chaos over there is their reaction to the thunderous crack, right?
Yeah. You hear like that. You don't hear the gentle like clapping
Yeah.
of their lips or anymore. You hear like roaring. You hear the mammoth like doing its like elephant type noise. You hear all of the above, kind of going wild in there.
Well, since it seems like they're just gonna act like normal beasties, I'm gonna assume they're gonna act like normal beasties about other things besides loud noises. And I am going to cast Firebolt on the wooden part of the fence that's next to us.
Nice. Easy enough. Yeah, I don't see why that wouldn't just immediately catch it on fire. So yeah,
Yep.
it starts ablaze over there.
And hopes that drives them in the opposite direction of charging us down.
Perfect.
And then as so that was cantrip main action, bonus action. Turtle 10 is how hot does he look?
Torsten's pretty beat up.
12
Pretty beat up
right now.
12.
At 12?
Not terrible,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. I don't trust my healing word's going to do anything for you, so instead I'm just going to cast Shield of Faith on you. I'm going to raise your AC by 2.
Ooh,
take
that's
it.
nice. That's nice. Puts him at a 20.
Yeah.
Even 20 AC. Love it.
And then that's going to do it for little moi.
Got it. All right, Dross, you're up.
Wait, real quick, why would that put me at 20?
He boosted your AC by 2. You were at 18 normally?
Oh, by AC. I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yep.
Thank you.
Dross, real quick. You are staring this creature down. I need you to make your Constitution saving throw. It's a DC 16. Oof. I got some coins on the table if you wanted to make another roll. Just saying.
Yeah, I'll
Make
take
another
the
roll.
Yeah, we got a coin.
Took what a
Give me
long
that
last. The coins
coin.
get
Give me
used.
that coin.
Oh boy.
What do we got?
If
What do we
it's
got?
Boy, oh
better, I'm just gonna
boy.
keep taking coins until I get a nat 20.
I love it. I love that.
I don't even think I can
Please
get a
do
nat
that.
20. That's worse.
Oh, I've got coins.
Oh,
Nah, I'm gonna stop there. All right.
Okay,
hit me
all
with
right,
your
all
best
right.
shot.
Gotcha. So you're just poisoned until his next turn, but that just means you have disadvantage on attacks and ability checks. And I put my little poison thing away already. I forgot all these guys are doing poison damage. But yeah, he's staring you down right in front of you. Your teammates have said, "Let's get out of here."
Yeah, I'm gonna hop on the carriage.
Cool. Poison.
And then I'm gonna try and throw my axe at the guy that was right in front of me.
Okay, I will give you a heads up. Moving out of his reach, he's gonna get to be able to attack you for moving away from him.
Yeah. All right.
Do you want him to be able to do this?
I still want to move away. Yeah.
Okay, got it. So he doesn't get his death ray back, but he can swing at you with his keys.
Oh, and guess what? He activates my trap card.
There it is. Disadvantage. Okay.
So disadvantage, and
that might save it.
Dross, you're going to take only 9 temporary HP back this time.
Nice. That saves it though. The first one would have hit, but the second one is a 15. I think Dross is higher than that. Yeah, you're a 17.
I'm 17.
So he
Yep.
misses with his reaction to attack you. You're able to get onto the card, no problem, and still throw your axe at him if you'd like.
I would like to do that, just out of spite.
Just putting
I'm gonna hit for 24.
You're in the card already. Yes, you will. Oh my gosh, this card.
And then I'm gonna do 10 damage.
Nice, 10 damage. Love it.
And I will do my force attack,
Got it.
which is gonna be another 9 damage.
Nice. All right. 9
And
damage.
I'm gonna call it there.
Okay. He is not looking great. It is his turn.
Uh-oh.
So he is going to step up here. Well, no.
Better not.
Let me roll and see what he's gonna do. If I'm being honest. Ooh. He's gonna turn away because he's not looking great. But in turning away, he's gonna whip his tail right at Torsten just on his way out. Like he's trying to just get away from him.
It's really rude.
It's
Bitch
really
move.
rude.
So he's gonna try to hit you just with his tail. No, it's gonna whiff. It's gonna whiff hard. You have a 20 AC right now. He swings for
Yeah,
9.
I'm not worried about
Yeah,
it.
it's a 9. He's running. And he's gonna take the rest of his turn to just kind of run away. And just kind of like trumple over this and run this way. Then Torsten, you're up.
Okay. So are we trying to get out of here? Is that what we're trying to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Because Torsten's like, hey, I really would like somehow get that mammoth, but y'all want to leave, we can leave. So what I'm gonna do, because I'm assuming we're in a hurry as well. I am going to cast my Find Steed, and I will bring JG Wentworth back into the fold.
Got it. So out from like ethereal right next to you comes JG Wentworth, and you're able to jump right up onto him and take off.
Because he serves as a mount, both in combat and out.
He does.
We have an instinctive bond that allows us to fight as a seamless unit. Not a big deal.
Not a big deal. Seamless unit. Not a big deal.
So we pass the, we start moving. I pass the giant, and as I'm passing the giant that's just lying there, am I able to roll a quick perception to see if there's any loot I could quickly grab, like as I'm leaving?
Give me a perception check. Let's see it.
That...
Yeah. Let me see your perception check. I want to see what it is.
That's not bad. 17?
That's not bad. I will say you're not sure what's there because you're not really like heavily investigating it. But you do see that as he fell, like when he fell down, he had like a bag on his side, like a satch, or not a satchel, just like a sack is on his side. You're able to, if you want, to just cut it loose and grab it as you go by, no problem.
I cut that loose, grab it.
Cool. We'll talk about that one next time we meet up. I'll tell you what's in there.
Yeah. Like we did there, boys. That will end my turn.
Cool. It comes to the giants' turns. They're a little... Now, there's a flaming wall that's kind of building up in front of them on this fiery thing. And all the monsters behind them are now going kind of crazy. They're kind of turning their attention away from all of you for the most part. This one's trying to calm some down. This one's trying to get over here and get away from things a little bit.
He's like, calm down.
So I'd say at this point you're effectively in the clear to just keep taking off if that's everyone's plan.
Yeah.
Cool.
Get some solid distance between us and them.
Cool. And as you ride off, you see these triceratops. No, they ran off. They're gone.
Leather girl.
On the way out, Brahman's gonna look at the mammoth and he's gonna cast Animal Friendship, also from the ring. And then so Brahm and the mammoth just catch eyes at each other while they're making the way to the distance, and it communicates to the mammoth that like, hey, meet us in the future at some point. So we'll see what happens.
I will mark that down. Cool. Is there a roll or something for Animal Friendship?
Animal Friendship is...
I know you got that. Ringur.
It must see and hear you. Okay.
Easy.
Wisdom save.
Got it. I will roll a 9.
14
Do
save.
a wisdom save to not be friends with you.
Yeah, basically. And
I will
until the spell's duration, but Ron would like to think that it, maybe it's
all right. Understood. I will write down the effects of that roll, and we'll go from that in the future.
Great.
But yeah, you guys are effectively. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Russ.
No, really, or we don't have any more turns, right? Or like, are we all leaving?
You're kind of just leaving at this point. Yeah.
All right. What I missed was kind of Reese gave me the idea. I could have used the command spell on a creature, and I would have, if successful, I would have told the mammoth to follow.
Gotcha. Well, I'm gonna say if you want to try to shoot that off at like maybe the ankylosaur because he's the closest one over there, you can try to do that.
Not?
Go ahead and what do I have to roll something for that? But I'll say because Reese got the mammoth with the he rolled for the mammoth with that. So.
You need a 14 wisdom save. Yep.
Okay. I will also mark that down. It's the exact same roll I rolled for the mammoth, which is wild.
Whoa, suspicious.
Suspicious. And if somebody rolls right now, I will tell them. If you get higher than a 10, I'll tell you what I rolled.
What are we rolling? Anything?
D20. Just a D20.
D100.
D100.
Oh, I got a 16.
Right. I rolled a natural 1 for both of them. Just saying. That's kind of insane. But I absolutely rolled a natural 1 for both of them. That's the stupidest thing.
Oh,
I'm not even. I like. Let's see if I get the hand cam over here. Oh, that's like pretty.
Camera.
Here it is. Here's the hand cam. Can you see my natural 1 on that die right there?
Incredible. We love to see it.
That's
Jack,
insane.
if you want to cash in one of your coins,
Insane. Oh yeah, save on the animals.
You're like, I actually don't want to deal with this later.
Well, all right. Well, I will say that wraps up the combat there. You guys are gonna ride off into the sun because it's the morning because you just woke up, and start traveling towards the next wall, and that's probably where we're gonna leave off for the evening. We're getting down to
or
a little
is
bit
it?
later than usual. It is. It is. But yeah.
But it's a brand new day. It's a new day, and I haven't rolled my D100.
Man,
We're on. Torsten.
I'll let you roll your D100 real
Appreciate
quick
that.
as you
Torsten
play it
is on his
away.
speed.
This is crazy.
He's kind of out of his mind. The poison is still kind of like it's not. I know it's not there, but he's still thinking he's out of his mind. He pulls out his flute, and what does he do? He rolls.
Get it? Say the number.
Oh.
Okay. Well, we're lucky. That spun for a while, and I'm like,
did,
there's no way he's gonna get it again. All right, it was a
Oh.
70 on the D100, so it's not a 10 or
yeah.
less. So, but
You
hey,
boys don't have
it
to worry
was
for the
good.
rest of the day.
You're a little distracted from the poison, but
Yeah.
the tent leans over, or the tent's breathing heavy on your shoulders, like, let's go. Cool. All right. Well, hey, GG's tonight, y'all. That was good stuff. I have to run over to the other computer to shut down stream, but I will do it momentarily. Thanks for the people for coming in. Thank you for the subs for everybody. Thank you so much. It was fun. We'll post this one up on YouTube within the next week, and we'll see you on the flippity flop. Bye.
Bye, guys.